Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ludington Oriole Basketball on the Oriole Sports Network in conjunction with WMOM. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, on the play-by-play call tonight, joined by former Ludington standout quarterback, former Ludington standout basketball player and baseball player, Jared Collins, who will be doing the color commentary. Also with us tonight, we have Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer, and also Kate Shank, who will be doing our OSN camera work. So she's our OSN camera woman tonight. And Jared, good to see you, my friend. And we're here on enemy territory tonight, the arch rival of our beloved Ludington Orioles, the Manistee Chippewas. And Manistee's had it, they've had tough sledding, if I may use that term, in both boys and girls basketball the last few years.
Yeah, absolutely. It has certainly not been the greatest of seasons for the last couple of years for the Chippewas, but obviously anytime you go into Manistee territory, it's going to be a tough game, especially with a couple. Last week, I know the girls had a couple tough games. They ended up with W's, but it looks like they got a few girls out, so you never know.
You mentioned, Jared, it's a rivalry game. Anything goes in those rivalry games. You can really toss the records out, although Ludington has had the better of it against the Chippewas in both boys and girls basketball. Right now, I know last night, heck of a game at Hawley Gym JV boys basketball. Ludington was down 17-2 at one point. They ended up pulling it out 34-33. Coach Jamie Sykon's team with a nice victory against arch rival Manistee last night.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to. I was working the book on that game, so I got to be front row for that. They started out rough, but they just kept with it, kept running some offense, and eventually got some key buckets to go down the stretch, and they ended up winning.
And I think maybe Coach Sykon's strategy, I'm sure he didn't try to get himself tossed out of that game, but that seemed to ignite his team, didn't it?
It certainly, that was right about at that 17-4 score, like you mentioned, and they really rallied around him getting ejected, and it worked out.
Good job by assistant coach Les Johnson taking over last night when Coach Sykon had his untimely exit.
Absolutely.
We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Folks, you can learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Getting set for action here. Now, Jared, the Ludington Oriole girls come into this game with a 7-game winning streak. They've been on a tear ever since they left Detroit. I should say ever since they left Redford, a suburb of Detroit, after the Motor City Roundball Classic, where they were defeated by a couple of pretty darn good Division I schools that are currently ranked number 2 and 3 in the state in Division I. That's Heartland Eagles and the West Bloomfield Lakers.
Yeah, and I know we talked about it kind of as that date was approaching, as it got down to Detroit. Playing those tough teams is only going to pay off in the long run, and they're seeing it work out for them right now.
Exactly. That's what both Coach Stowe was hoping would happen with his girls, and of course Coach Shank, the same thing for his boys as they played Detroit Cass Tech, and they also played Ann Arbor Skyline. They've only lost one since they've been back from Detroit, to Cadillac.
Yeah, Ludington, especially the boys, has really started to figure out, their identity. They were struggling offensively early on, and they really seem to start figuring it out. They're putting the ball in the basket. That's all you can ask for.
Yep, and here we are. As the calendar is turned over to February, we've got a doubleheader tonight, a Lake State Conference doubleheader between arch rivals Ludington and Manistee. Girls game set to tip off in about 9 minutes. Boys game will follow. And I had a chance to talk to Oriole coach Warren Stowe earlier, and here's what he had to say about tonight's ball game. Welcome to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. Coach Warren Stowe, your team riding a 7-game winning streak right now, an impressive victory over Muskegon Western Michigan Christian on Friday at Hawley, and a week ago. And now tonight they get arch rival Manistee. Manistee, unfortunately, they've been in the thralls of a downward spiral, both with their boys and their girls programs, especially their girls not as long as the boys, but it's a shame when your arch rival is having tough times like that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, yes and no. You set me up there, Scoop. I mean, you never want to see that for the kids, but arch rival, my high school days, that was always Manistee. So, the girls know that, and it's a close town, right? You know all those kids, They're friends with some of those girls, so you always want to play really well against them. So we know that when we step up into the gym on Manistee on this evening, that we'll be seeing their best, no doubt about it.
Sorry about putting you on the spot there, Coach. I couldn't resist. But now I've received some some news that's not so good to hear. What is the status on Annie Klein right now?
Annie Klein has an ankle, and Emma McKinley has an ankle. So, kind of going day by day with those two. So, I don't know exactly where they're at. Both of them are making strides. When I talk to Miss Jen, they are getting better every day, big improvements. So there are things that'll be taken care of, nothing serious right now. But still, I don't think they'll be available for tonight's game.
Next lady up, right?
Yeah, that's right. We got a talented group, and it's just, they play so well together, and that's really the mentality that you have to have. There's going to be 12 of us, 11 of us out there working hard, and those two will be on the bench cheering and talking to their teammates. One thing I've been really proud of all those girls that have been fighting through injuries is even though they might not be able to be on the court, they still find ways to be part of it.
That's where that experience that your three guards, those three sophomores early in the year with Abby's injury and Annie's injury, that's where that's all paying big dividends right now with all that experience they have got during the season. And I just checked out the most recent rankings, and West Bloomfield and Heartland were 2 and 3.
Yeah.
In Division One.
Yep.
And you girls played them back in the tournament in Detroit. So
yep.
I mean, you got to look at that, coach, and say, whoa, we played the best in Division One, a top tier as far as the rankings go.
Yeah, it's funny. My wife, she's been calling us Ludington AD, Ludington after Detroit. And that's why you go down there for the basketball. The team bonding obviously is really important as well. But as far as playing those great teams, you hope it has a positive impact on your team, and the girls see that level and want to emulate that level and kind of want to take out some of that sucky moments that they had on other teams, and I think they don't talk about that a lot, but I think you see it in their play. Mm-hmm. So that's really cool to see. And I know both those teams are great teams. I know they're going to make long runs. Mm-hmm.
Been getting some really, really good play from both Ryan Rohrer and Keelan Laird. And when Olivia Lynn comes off the bench, she provides good minutes. In fact, I should say that about all of your team. You just got to be so happy with the way they're playing. Like I said, 7 in a row since Detroit.
Yeah, they've been playing really great. And those forwards, you always talk about it. They just have this uncanny thing. We were joking before West Michigan Christian about the twins, how they've got that sixth sense and they kind of find each other. And Keelan and Ryan, and add Olivia to that mix, they have that as well. Mm-hmm. Sometimes Keelan will just throw the ball almost without even looking, knowing where Ryan will be. So that's such a luxury, especially with all the zone that we see, for them to be as unselfish as they are, and for those three to be as talented as they are and as good of passers as they are. It really helps us out. It's hard to zone us, even if we're not shooting the ball well, because they move so well against the zone.
That senior leadership you have, it's got to feel so good for you as well, Coach, having Abby Banstra back. Boy, she only had 3 points the other night against Western Michigan Christian, but that was a huge 3 she hit near the end of the game.
Yeah, that was awesome. And it's just the ball rewards people like Abby. It's the ball found her, and she hit that shot, and she got us to that position by playing the defense that she played. She had how many tie-ups did she cause, and 5-second calls did her and Riley and the other girls get from playing their defense. So it's a luxury to have her and Ryan and Jocelyn. I talk to them often, just checking in with the pulse of the team. And, they're such great kids, and they're such great leaders, and they're such great basketball players. It's really a blessing.
And your starting lineup for tonight, Coach?
We're day-to-day on everything,
okay.
But it's probably going to be Carly at the 1, Abby at the 2, Riley at the 3, Ryan at the 4, Keelan at the 5. Just seeing where those other girls are, I don't think they'll be ready. But that's who we'll have probably tonight.
Well, let's hope Miss Jen can work her magical powers on Annie and also on Emma. Yep. Emma's our Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight tonight. Her interview will air at the halftime.
Yeah, that'll be great.
I'm sure Miss Jen, knowing she's marvelous with what she does, and I'm sure those girls will be ready to go. If not, in the next week or so. Definitely, tournament time's about a month away. So
yeah, it's nice getting that WMC game out of the way, and now we've still got league games to focus on. But that was the huge one. I feel comfortable saying that. So it's nice that they've got a little bit of time here before districts. The league games are important, but nothing else really matters except getting healthy and preparing for the end. So and it'll be fun to hear from Emma tonight. She's a great kid, so folks will enjoy that. And thanks for being here, and go O's.
You're welcome, Coach, and go O's. And thanks. Go get them. Welcome back to Manistee High School. Scoop Hansen, Jared Collins, Braden Kronline, and Kate Shank. Orioles Sports Network in conjunction with WMOM. Jared, you look at this, since the Orioles lost to West Bloomfield on the 30th of December by the score of 69-22, they ran off victories over Muskegon Orchard View 68-13, Whitehall 49-39, Muskegon Catholic 53-17, Mason County Central 40-26, Muskegon Heights 60-26, Traverse City Central 39-33, and the big one last Friday at Hawley Gym over Muskegon Western Michigan Christian 38-33 to give them now a tie for first place in the Lakes 8 Conference. In fact, the Orioles 4 losses this year, 2 of them in Detroit, 1 to West Bloomfield, 1 to Heartland. Tough loss to Muskegon Western Michigan Christian earlier in the year on the 10th of December by 3 points, 40-37, and then their first loss came against Muskegon Reese Puffer. So they've got it going on right now, leading, tied with Muskegon Western Michigan Christian for the lead in the conference, and an overall record of 10-4.
Yeah, absolutely. And as long as everything goes right with the remainder of the conference games, they are going to get that share of the conference championship. But again, every game, especially a rivalry game, like we said, you got to go out there and compete.
Exactly. We want to make the watchers out there and the listeners aware of a change. Ludington girls were supposed to play next Tuesday at Hawley against Traverse City West. They're still going to play Traverse City West, but the game's been moved to Monday, February 7th. Everything else is the same, folks. Just the swap of the days. Was supposed to be Tuesday, February 8th. Now Monday, February 7th against Traverse City West at Hawley Gym. That's Ludington girls basketball. JV will start at 5:30. The OSN will live stream that game. And then WMOM and OSN will bring you the varsity game following the conclusion of the JV game on Monday, February 7th at Hawley Gym against Traverse City West.
Yeah, and Traverse City is always a good competition, whether it's Central or West. We saw it last week. They pulled off a tight one against the Trojans.
Yes, they did, and we're getting set here for the starting lineups. We want to thank PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. They are located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Crowd is filing in here at Manistee, getting set for girls varsity basketball action between the Orioles and the Chippewas. We'll be giving you that starting lineup here momentarily. And speaking of Tuesday, our boys will be playing at Traverse City West on Tuesday against the Titans. But the girls, again, they're playing on Monday, February 7th at Hawley. Harvey Adolphson, got his name right, Manistee's public address announcer, talking to the audience right now. Adolphson, there, I got it right. I think I would know that. I worked with him on the Badger.
You should definitely know that then. You better hope he doesn't hear this.
He's a fellow entertainer as well.
There we go, Scoop.
All right, we're going to step aside, folks, and we'll be back in roughly 2 minutes with the starting lineups. Stay tuned.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Manistee High School, and here are your starting lineups. First for the Manistee Chippewas, coached by Ken Cott. Starting at the guards, number 2, Jana Edmondson. She is a sophomore. And number 3, Libby McCarthy, and she is just a sophomore. Starting center, number 23, Callie Ronning. She is a senior. Forwards are number 25, Allison Kelly, a junior. And number 11, Lacey Zimmerman, a junior. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Warren Stowe and managed by foreign exchange student from Italy, Caterina Sabrancia. Starting at the guards, number 2, Riley Stone, a sophomore. Number 20, Abby Banstra, a senior. And number 25, Carly Mesher, a sophomore. Forwards are number 5, Ryan Rohr, a senior. And number 44, Keelan Laird, a junior. And Jared, I'm seeing the Orioles brought up Jenna Skiba for tonight's game. She's just a freshman. She's been having some really good games down on the JV team.
Yeah, I know she played a little bit last night in the game, and I believe she may have been the lead scorer last night. If not, she was definitely up there.
I didn't get a final on that, but Ludington did pull that one out, correct?
Yeah, they won, I want to say it was about 49-11 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a running clock by the end of it, Scoop.
Yeah, they won. Okay. Yeah, got to get that score reported and up on the Oriole Sports Network.
Absolutely, we like that one.
Yeah. Manistee starting lineup being announced right now. Fans of the Orioles, make sure you check out the Oriole Sports Network page. Did an interview last night with Coach Karen Major, who coaches the Ludington competitive cheer team, and 3 of her cheerleaders on the competitive cheer team, and that was very enjoyable. That's up on the OSN right now. And Braden and I went over today, and we interviewed Coach Joseph Schneider over at the pool. He's the Ludington boys swimming coach. And we talked with Evan Bennett, who is a diver on that team and one of the swimmers. And we'll be, I should say, I won't be, but Braden will be producing that, and it'll either be up later this evening or tomorrow, the interview with the Ludington boys swim coach Joseph Schneider, and also Evan Bennett. That was very enjoyable. Ludington in their black jersey. I love these jerseys. Your 2017 team, those were my favorites right there as well, the black jersey.
I always love the black.
Yep. In the orange numerals, orange lettering trimmed in white. Manistee in their white jerseys. They have blue lettering and numerals trimmed in gold, I guess you would say. Yep. So good crowd in here tonight, as you would expect for Ludington and Manistee.
Yeah, nothing better than a Friday night Manistee versus Ludington, Scoop. We love it.
That's right, exactly. See Manistee's student section. Phil, one of my favorite photos, there's a photo of Peyton Lacombe dunking a couple years ago right in front of the student section over there.
That's always a good photo there.
Here we go. We're underway, and the tip controlled by the Orioles. With the ball is Carly Mesher. She wears 25. She'll give it now to Abby Banstra. Banstra swings it back to Mesher. Mesher looks inside. Instead, she'll give it to Riley Stone. Now to Ryan Rohr. Ryan looking to hit her Wonder Twin power there. Keelan Laird thought better of it, dished it back to Mesher. Now they'll work it inside, and there's a steal right there as Laird tried to get the ball into Rohr right there. It was deflected, and now with the ball for Manistee, there's a steal there by Banstra. Banstra shot up, no good. Rebound, Riley Stone. Stone will dish it back now to Ryan Rohr. Back to Stone. To Laird at the free throw line. She'll give it to Mesher. Now to Banstra. She'll take the three-pointer. No good. Ball goes up off the backboard. Rebound to Stone. Stone in the paint. Shot up. No good. And she draws the foul. Good work there by Riley Stone, Jared.
Absolutely. She had 2 offensive rebounds on that, especially on the fast break, trailing Abby Banstra, getting the rebound and setting up the offense.
Boy, Manistee got the ball there. Ludington had the initial possession. Manistee got it, and Libby McCarthy had it, and she had her pocket picked there by Abby Banstra. And that results now in free throw attempt there by Riley Stone. First shot, no good. So we're almost 50 seconds into this game. No scoring yet, but a lot of action.
Yeah, definitely a lot of action. Let's see what Ludington comes out here, and the defense looks like full court.
Ludington on the board. Riley Stone hits the second free throw. Ludington up 1-0. 7:14 to go in the opening quarter. Yeah, you're right. Look at this full court pressure by the Orioles. All right, Chippewas break it. And with the ball, number 2, and that is Jana Edmondson. Edmondson will give it now to Lacey Zimmerman. Zimmerman, baseline shot, no good there by Allison Kelly. Rebound, however, up. Shot no good by Libby McCarthy. Keelan Laird has it. Now she'll give it to Abby Banstra. Banstra, and nice. She had her pocket picked right there. And now Manistee has the ball. It's with Lacey Zimmerman.
Yeah, so far this game's a little hectic. Both teams are, I'm sure emotions are running high. They just got to settle down.
Jana Edmondson with the ball for Manistee over to Libby McCarthy. She'll take the 3, no good. Rebound off the fingertips there of Keelan Laird. Manistee with it once again. 6:24 to go. Banstra tipped it, but it ends up in the hands of Lacey Zimmerman. Another 3-point attempt on the way. No good there. That shot was put up by Jana Edmondson. We got a foul, however, called on the Chippewas. Offensive foul. It's called on Libby McCarthy. And checking into the game for the Chippewas, number 5, Ashton Janis. And she is a junior.
So far, what I like from both teams is they're crashing the offensive glass.
Yeah.
Both teams, multiple offensive rebounds already. Look to see teams box out a little bit better and see what we can do here.
I was going to say, Jared, both teams getting chances aplenty on the offensive boards. Roar with it now. She'll dish it back. Here's a shot up and no good there by Stone. Rebound Roar. She'll give it now to Banstra. Back to Stone. The Orioles doing a good job. Mesher, her shot is no good. Rebound Laird up and in.
There we go. Finally, we got one.
Keelan Laird doing a good job on the offensive board. Gets the bucket, and Ludington up 3-0 with 5:46 to go in the opening quarter. Now there's a pass. Roar got it, and it ends up in the hands of the Chippewas' Allison Kelly. Now to Callie Ronning. Her shot no good. Tipped, and coming up with it, Ashton Janis. And now we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Keelan Laird. Keelan with a little hip check there.
Yeah, she just, her feet were in a little bit of cement there. She didn't want to move them, and she's going to get called for that hip check all day.
Ludington up 3-0. 5:32 to go in the opening quarter. Just underway here, the front end of a girls-boys varsity doubleheader on a Friday night in early February here at Manistee. The Chippewas and the Orioles, 2 ancient rivals. There's a steal. Oh, Ryan Roar with the steal right there, and she went down hard right there, and a foul will be called. And, boy, you hate to see that. She's still down right now, getting up rather slowly. And a foul called on the Chippewas.
Yeah, she was awfully aggressive there with the steal, and I think it was accidental contact, and she went down pretty hard. Looks like she's going to be all right,
I
though.
believe the foul there was called on number 25, Allison Kelly. 5:20 to go. Ludington up 3-0 with the ball. Roar. Back to Mesher. Now to Riley Stone. Stone now. Laird. Banstra, three-pointer. Good! Abby Banstra drills the 3, and Ludington up 6-0. Well, that was a good rhythm 3 there, Jared.
Yeah, Manistee's really pinching down once we get it into the post, so the post did a really good job there. Looking opposite, she's wide open, rhythm 3.
There, look at that steal there by Riley Stone. She's got an Oriole ahead. Look at that passing. Mesher's going to draw the foul. Beautiful passing by the Orioles right there. Had Manistee flat-footed, and Carly Mesher gets fouled.
Absolutely. They're doing a great job speeding up Manistee right now and getting some easy fast break buckets. They just got to get them to go, but let's see if we can get these free throws.
Foul called on number 25, Allison Kelly, her second, and that's the 4th team foul on the Chippewas. 4:47 remaining in the opening quarter. The Orioles up 6-0. Carly Mesher at the charity stripe. First shot, no good. Into the Chippewa lineup, number 21, Abby Robinson. She's a junior. And reporting in for the Orioles, number 35, Olivia Lynn. Olivia Lynn is a junior. Mesher's second attempt, up and good. Carly Mesher gets one of 2 free throws, and the Orioles up by a touchdown, 7-0. Manistee basketball. Ball's triggered in, and with it, Lacey Zimmerman. Deflected. Rohr with it now. Ryan Rohr has the ball. She'll give it up to Keelan Laird. Keelan, nice move in the paint. Shot. Good! Boy, Keelan Laird showing her good footwork there, Jared.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful step through. Got herself a nice open little mid-range floater there. And Coach Cott's going to call a timeout. He's seen enough.
And it's a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here and tell you about one of our fabulous sponsors, Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road, but if you do end up in a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, like by hitting a deer, you can call Mike at 231-613-4111. Mike also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting the car repair business. You can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. And if you go out there, start talking a little bowling with Mike Benedict, he'll talk your ear off. Any type of sports for that matter. But Benny's a great guy. Been a long-time friend of mine.
Absolutely. I know he's all about the bowling.
He's all about supporting the Orioles as well.
That's always good.
Yep. Ludington up 9-0, 4:31 to go in this opening quarter. Manistee with the basketball. With it, number 15, that's Maria Bialik. And now a foul will be called, I think, on Olivia Lynn, yes.
Yeah, she just got her hands on the body one time too many, and that was enough to draw the foul there.
Second team foul on the Orioles. Ludington's going to get a 5-second. Oh, they just got the ball in right there, and there's Rohr fighting. No, I'm sorry, that's Jocelyn Austin who's checked into the game. She wears 12. She's a senior. So Austin out there now with Laird, Rohr, Banstra, and Olivia Lynn. Ludington's got their tall lineup out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was noticing earlier, Manistee doesn't have a ton of size, so I like the strategy.
Oh!
She's going to get a cheap second one there, Scoop. She's not going to be happy about that.
Foul called on Olivia Lynn. From our angle, looked like a lot of ball right there. Maybe a centimeter of her pinky.
Absolutely. And I guess that's all it takes. She's going to be taking a seat
Not even a centimeter, a millimeter, Jared.
Absolutely. We'll go with that.
Ludington up 9-0. First free throw is no good. At the line for, we got some substitutions for the Orioles, re-entering Carly Mesher, 25, and Riley Stone, number 2. Second free throw, no good. Those free throws were by Jana Edmondson. And now we have a jump ball, possession arrow to the Chippewas. Ludington up 9-0, 4:02 to go in this opening quarter.
Yeah, we've been looking pretty good so far, but again, we got to keep them off the offensive glass. They're getting a few too many opportunities here.
Saw that in the Ludington boys game against Cadillac, and we saw it during that tournament in Detroit for both teams.
Absolutely, yeah.
And when you see that, you know that's a bad sign. Ludington, their losses, both boys and girls, have come when their opponent is getting lots of second and third chances on the offensive boards.
Yeah, absolutely. You see that in a lot of games.
Yep.
If you're giving up second chance points, you're probably not winning the game.
Three-point attempt by Lacey Zimmerman, way off the mark, and here come the Orioles in a hurry. Riley Stone with it. Stone now to Mesher. Mesher back to Riley Stone. Now to Keelan Laird near baseline. Back to Mesher. She fakes the three. Over to Stone. Cross-court pass. Jocelyn Austin. One thing you love about this Oriole team, very patient.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when the other team's running the zone defense. And here we go, we're going to get an open layup.
Oh, beautiful pass there from Riley Stone into Ryan Rohr. And you called it, Jared. Ryan Rohr with the reverse layup there.
Yeah, that was really that was nice of her. She didn't have it on the left side, so she took it right around to the right side. It was beautiful.
Ludington up 11-0. 3 minutes to go, opening quarter. There's a deflection there. Rohr has it ahead to Stone. Now Stone loses it right there, and it's going to be... Oh, the Orioles will maintain possession. Apparently, it was batted there by Lacey Zimmerman.
Yeah, Zimmerman did a nice job getting back and just getting that ball out of bounds to prevent that open layup.
2:55 to go, opening quarter. Ludington 11, Manistee nothing. Checking into the Chippewa lineup, number 43, Brianna Whitmer. Nice pass, nice entry pass there. Shot no good by Laird. Rohr, however, with the offensive board, left hand no good. And now a rebound to the Chippewas, number 23, Callie Ronning. Boy, 2 point-blank chances there for the Orioles.
Yeah, you'd like to see those fall for sure.
You're not going to see them, hopefully we won't see them miss too many of those tonight.
I would agree. I don't think we will.
All right, with the ball for the Chippewas, number 15. Now she knocks it out of bounds. That was Maria Bialik, and it'll be Oriole basketball right in front of the Oriole student section.
Yeah, that student section's filling in nice. We got it looks like a business night here.
I like it. Look at the
for
ties
Ludington.
down there.
Business trip on a Friday night. I can appreciate that.
Well, I noticed Stephen Esky Weinert down there just celebrated a birthday the other day. So,
is that right?
Yep, belated birthday wishes to Esky. Stephen Weinert, our leading hitter last year on the Ludington baseball team. And fine catcher.
Absolutely.
All right, Ludington loses the ball there, and the Chippewas will get it back with 2:16 to go in this opening quarter. Ludington up 11-0. Bialik with the ball there. Stone harassing her right there. Now it's deflected, and Stone ends up with it. She's ahead of the floor right now. Stone in for the layup. Good. Boy, that ball started to spit back out.
Right back out there. You almost jinxed it there, Scoop.
I did. Riley Stone with the bucket. She's got 3 points in the first quarter. Ludington up 13-0. 5 different Orioles have scored in this opening quarter, and that's what a coach loves to see.
Absolutely. That's always a good sign as a coach, spreading the love around.
Manistee being shut out. 1:41 to go. Three-point attempt up and good. Just as I say they're being shut out, a three-pointer for Lacey Zimmerman.
Yeah, that was a good job. They drew the double team, and she was strong with the ball. Got for a wide open three, and they knocked it down.
Orioles up 13-3 with 1:27 to go. Ball tipped right there, and it ends up in the hands of now the Chippewas. They throw the ball away. I know they're saying it was last touched by the Orioles. Checking into the Oriole lineup, number 20, Abby Banstra, and into the Chippewa lineup, number 5, Ashton Janis. Ludington basketball, Abby Banstra. I thought it was Oriole basketball. I don't know what I
think you just saw something wrong there, Scoop.
Yeah, I
but
think
you
so.
were right the first time. You had
Yep.
it.
Okay, Banstra now with the ball. She'll work it into her teammate Laird. Up and in. Keelan Laird in the paint right there. Assist to Abby Banstra, and Keelan Laird with the bucket. She's got 6 first quarter points. Ludington up 15-3.
Yeah, and Keelan redeemed herself for that missed open layup just a possession ago.
Improved on her shooting percentage from the floor.
There we go.
Okay, Manistee now with 1 minute. Banstra deflects it, getting the ball back for the Chippewas, Lacey Zimmerman. Zimmerman will give it now to Callie Ronning, and her pass intercepted there by Ryan Rohr. Ryan and tried to get the ball to Abby, but Abby wasn't fully turned around right there, and the ball sails out of bounds, so back to Manistee.
Yeah, sometimes this Ludington girls team likes to get out and go really fast, and sometimes they go a little bit too fast for themselves.
Riley Stone back into the Oriole lineup. She's out there now with Banstra, Mesher, Rohr, and Laird. Ludington up 15-3, 46 seconds to go in the opening quarter. With the ball for the Chippewas, number 43, and that's Brianna Whitmer. Whitmer's pass picked off right there by Laird, ahead to Mesher, but just too far. Mesher was able to get her fingers on it, but too much on the pass right there. Sails out of bounds. It'll be Chippewa basketball. 4 team fouls on Manistee, Jared, 3 on the Orioles.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean game for itself. There was a few ticky-tack calls earlier, but it seems like both teams kind of figured that out, and they've mellowed out.
Everybody's settled down into the ball game.
Absolutely.
All right. Orioles relentless defensive pressure right here. Manistee does get the ball across half court. With the ball, number 23, that's Callie Ronning. She'll give it up now to Lacey Zimmerman. Zimmerman over to Abby Robinson. Back to Zimmerman. She'll take the shot. No good. Rebound to Carly Mesher, and she had a Chippewa draped all over her right there.
Absolutely. She did a nice job boxing out. That's probably the first box out we've seen all night, and she was rewarded for it.
Foul called on Ashton Janis as checking back into the Oriole lineup, Jocelyn Austin. 11 seconds to go. Ludington up 15-3, opening quarter. Banstra brings the ball up. She'll give it now to Riley Stone. 6 seconds to go. Stone in the corner. Banstra inside. Rohr. No good. Rebound. No good by Laird. And at the end of 1 for Manistee, your score, the Ludington Orioles 15, the Manistee Chippewas 3. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. We're just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me back in the 1940s. We're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Oriole Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
Welcome back to Manistee. Scoop Hansen, Jared Collins, Braden Kronline, and Kate Shank, the Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with WMOM Radio. Ludington 15, Manistee 3. For the Orioles in the first quarter, Riley Stone with 3, 2 for Ryan Rohr, 3 for Abby Banstra, 1 for Carly Mesher, and 6 for Keelan Laird. For the Chippewas, 3 for Lacey Zimmerman.
Yeah, and you can't ask for a much better start if you're the Orioles here. They've been doing a really good job offensively, looking to get it in, and if it's not there, they kick it back out for an open 3.
Ludington starts the second quarter with the ball. Ryan Rohr has it now. Back to Abby Banstra. Banstra over to Stone. Her shot, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, number 25, Allison Kelly. Kelly will give the ball now to Ronning, and now it ends up in a shot going up and no good there by Jana Edmondson. And Stone with the rebound, a lot of bumping right there. A foul called on the Chippewas, number 23, Callie Ronning.
Yeah, and I think Ronning just got unlucky there. Stone had just switched over to her left hand and happened to run into her, and she got the easy foul call there.
6th team foul on the Chippewas. One more, the Orioles will be in the bonus.
Yeah, and they got to understand that. They got to look to attack here and see if they can't get to the free throw line.
Abby Banstra with the ball. She'll lose it momentarily. Give it up now to Jocelyn Austin. Austin wears number 12 to Abby Banstra. Far baseline. Keelan Laird with it now. And her pass went through the hands of Rohr, but it ends up with Riley Stone. Back to Banstra, now to Jocelyn. Jocelyn, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas' Libby McCarthy. Jocelyn had a good-looking 3 right there. She had a good look at it.
Absolutely. Abby passed up an open 3 just to get an even more open 3, and unfortunately didn't work.
Here's the steal, Ryan Rohr. She'll give it ahead to Riley Stone. Her shot up, good! Stone with the basket, give the assist to Rohr.
Unselfish play by Rohr there. She probably could have taken it all by herself, but she passed it ahead to Riley there for 2.
Orioles have a 14-point lead, 17-3, 6:49 left in the first half. There's a ball batted right there by Ryan Rohr. Goes out of bounds. It'll remain with the Chippewas. Checking back into the Manistee lineup, number 11, Lacey Zimmerman.
And Olivia Lynn checks in for Ludington here. She's got to play smart with those 2 fouls early in the second quarter. I'm guessing Coach Stowe trusts her a little bit here.
I think you're right, Jared. 3-point attempt, no good there by Libby McCarthy. A nice rebound there by Laird ahead of the court to Banstra, up and in. Good outlet pass there from Keelan Laird to Abby Banstra. She's got 5 points, and we got a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We're going to step aside. 6:31 to go in the opening half. Ludington 19, Manistee 3. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned, O's fans.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Manistee. Ludington ahead 19-3. Orioles playing without the services of both Annie Klein and Emma McKinley. Emma is our Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight. Coach Stowe hopes to have both of those very valuable members of this team back near the end of February. Of course, the end of the season, Jared, tournament time as well coming up late February, early March.
Yeah, certainly they are going to keep that. They're going to keep them a little bit safe than just trying to push it right now. Again, like you said, tournament time. I'd say they're missing them right now, but the score isn't reflecting them missing them too much. Orioles
up 19-3, and there's a steal. Abby Banstra with it. Banstra ahead now to Jocelyn Austin. Austin give it back now to Banstra, over to Stone. Riley Stone now to Olivia Lynn. Lynn loses it, but it ends up right to Abby Banstra, now to Jocelyn Austin. Jocelyn reverses her dribble to Laird, now to Stone. You better be ready to catch that ball when Keelan Laird throws it because
Absolutely.
it's not a soft toss, believe me.
She put some zip
Yeah.
on it.
Laird lost her footing, but she'll give it to one of her teammates. Now Lynn shot up, no good. Olivia Lynn fighting for it right there. Saved by Riley Stone. Look at this hustle here by this Oriole team.
Absolutely.
Now Austin with a three, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, number 3, Libby McCarthy.
I think if Ludington can just attack that zone a little bit off the perimeter with the guard dribble here, we can get some open shots.
Now there's a foul there by Riley Stone. Reach-in foul there.
Yeah, I think that was maybe just a little bit of a frustration there. She was playing great defense and just went for the ball and couldn't quite get it.
Carly Mesher will report into the Oriole lineup. She wears number 25. She's a sophomore. And also Ryan Rohr reports back in. Ryan wears number 5, and she is a senior. Nice photo of Ryan in the paper recently, the Ludington Daily News sports section. Her putting up a couple of, I think, one of her new records, one of her swimming records.
Yeah, I noticed she had gotten new swimming records.
In the
That's
50.
awesome.
In the 50, she broke her old record.
Oh, okay, so she already had it. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's got a couple records up on the swim board there. All right, Manistee with the basketball now. Ludington leads 19-3, 5:08 to go. Baseline, little baseline jumper up and in there by Libby McCarthy.
Yeah, that was a nice job. They got it into the high post, much like we've been doing all night, and they finally got her down to the low post for an easy jump.
Orioles led 15-3 at the end of one. There's Rohr, 15-footer, no good. Rebound to Manistee. Again, the Orioles were up 15-3 at the end of one. They lead 19-5 right now with 4:47 to go in the second quarter. With the ball for the Chippewas, Jana Edmondson. She'll give it now to Ronning. Ronning over to Libby McCarthy. Back to Kelly Ronning. Her shot up, no good. Rebound deflected by the Chippewas. Rohr will retrieve it, however, and now she'll give it to Mesher.
Manistee's doing a much better job on the offensive side. The points aren't rewarding them right now, but they seem much more comfortable.
Oh, look at that pass from Abby Banstra to Olivia Lynn, who gets the bucket, her first points of the ball game. Ludington up 21-5, 4:11 to go. Now offensive foul called on the Chippewas, and that's the 7th team foul on Manistee.
Yeah, and that was interesting. I thought maybe that was just going to be a no call there, but hey, we'll take the benefit of it.
On the court for Ludington right now, you've got Rohr, Lynn, and Laird. That is a big front line right there, a tall front line for the Orioles. And the guards for the Orioles right now, Abby Banstra and Carly Mesher.
Yeah, it looks like Manistee's going to extend their zone out a bit here. We'll see. It looks like they're going to do a half-court trap.
Mesher dribbles right past the trap. Now she'll give it back to Banstra. Banstra to Laird. Nice pass. Give the basket there to Rohr. Nice pass there from Keelan Laird.
Nice pass and a nice strong finish there through the contact.
Rohr with the bucket. She's got 4 points. There's another steal by Rohr.
Make it 6.
Make it 6 points for Ryan Rohr. Ludington now up 25-5, a 20-point Oriole lead. 3:41 to go in the opening half. This tenacious Oriole. There's a steal by Banstra. Again, this tenacious Oriole defense. And Banstra, oh, she overlaid it there. Rohr with the rebound, no good. Ball deflected away. Manistee's going to end up with, but no, Carly Mesher has it. No, what are we going to have here?
I think they're going to call Carly with a little bit of a push-off there.
Okay, yep, foul called on Carly Mesher. Okay. Boy, action all over the court here. Ludington up by 20.
I was just getting ready to say they were letting them play a little bit there, and then all of a sudden the whistle gets called, and Carly's called for a foul.
I guess a little bit too aggressive there, Jared.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with being too aggressive, I guess, to a certain extent.
That's the way you used to play.
Hey, it's the only way to do it, Scoop.
All right, Manistee with the basketball. There's a steal. Abby Banstra once again. Banstra trying to split a couple. Oh, very smart right there by Banstra. She slowed up, gave it back to Rohr, and now Olivia Lynn with the shot, and she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, and I know we don't keep track of steals here, but Abby's certainly racking them up here in this first half. She's got to be closing in on 10 already.
I'd have to concur with you on that assessment. Olivia Lynn at the free throw line. First shot, no good. Ludington girls have won 7 games in a row, folks. They're trying to make it number 8 here tonight at Manistee. Next week, they host Traverse City West on Monday, February 7th at Hawley Gym. Olivia Lynn gets 1 of 2 free throws. She's got 3 points in this first half. Ludington leads 26-5. Again, the Orioles' last loss, I was talking about this with Jared earlier, came on the 30th of December in the Motor City Roundball Classic to the number 2 ranked team in Division I in the state right now, the West Bloomfield Lakers.
Certainly you never like to lose, but I'm sure they're not going to be feeling too bad about that loss.
Good passing. Lynn with it. Lynn will take the jumper. Good! Nice job kissing it off the glass there, Olivia Lynn.
Got a nice friendly roll here in Manistee for her. That was nice.
Ludington up 28-5, 2:33 to go in the second quarter. Riley Stone hawking there, and she ends up with the steal. She's rewarded ahead to Roar. Ryan Roar, good! Ryan Roar with 8 first half points. The Orioles now up by 25, 30-5.
Yeah, and Riley did a nice job there. As soon as she got the ball, she could almost feel Ryan Roar screaming up the sideline there and got an easy bucket.
Well, the Manistee, wherever they go, they're looking up, and all they see is Oriole basketball players.
Yeah,
black, yeah.
The last thing you want to do against this defense is dribble on the sideline, and they just continuously do that. I'm sure Coach Cott's a little bit frustrated about that.
That's what Coach Stowe wants, and the players want. You dribble right into that trap.
Absolutely. Manistee's doing it to perfection for Ludington.
Look at Riley Stone all over the Manistee dribbler to Brianna Whitmer. Shot no good. Rebound to Roar. Roar will dish it now to Riley Stone. 1:55 to go in this opening half. The Orioles up by 25, 30-5. Mesher, Lynn. Lynn at the free throw line. Now to Roar. Roar will take the three. No good. Rebound to Laird. To Lynn. Lynn shot up. No good. Rebound to the Chippewas, number 23. And that's Callie Ronning. Ronning now will give the ball to Brianna Whitmer. Whitmer to Edmondson. I'm sorry, that's Zimmerman with the ball. Now over to Allison Kelly. Her pass sails out of bounds. Oriole basketball.
And for a few minutes there, Manistee looked like they had their offense rolling. They had a bucket or two in there, but it seems like they started to fall apart again.
Orioles will bring a few players in, but we got a timeout on the floor. Ludington up 30-5, 1:24 to go in the opening half. You're watching and listening to WMOM and the OSN, a bird's eye view of local sports. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future projects. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Welcome back to Manistee. Ludington girls on top of the Chippewas, 30-5, 1:24 to go in the opening half. Ludington led 15-3 at the end of one, and now they lead 30-5. This is the front end of a girls-boys varsity doubleheader here. The Orioles and Chippewas. Banstra will take the three. No good. Rebound to the Chippewas, number 43, Brianna Whitmer. I love seeing the Orioles student section. Business night, as Jared was saying, and the ties over there. And I think we're going to have some good back and forth between Ludington and Manistee student sections tonight, which you always see, whether it's Hawley or whether it's here in Manistee.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that both teams travel well. Obviously, only being about 30 minutes down the road, you're certainly going to get plenty of fans here. It makes for an entertaining night.
It sure does. Ludington forces another Chippewa turnover. 53 seconds to go. Banstra now will give it to Roar. Into the corner to Laird. Keelan now to Abby Banstra. Abby back to Ryan Roar. She'll fake the three. She'll give it to Lynn now. Lynn trying to get the ball down underneath. She does there. And with that, shot up, no good there. And Keelan Laird got too far under the basket. She tried to do a little scoop shot there, Jared. Couldn't get it to go in Manistee basketball.
Yeah, I think we tried to force that into the post a little bit too much there. Just get it back out, swinging around. But it almost worked out for us.
Almost. All right, Manistee now with the ball. 31 seconds to go in the opening half. Whitmer will give it up now to Alyssa Jakowiak, who's checked into the game. She wears number 13. Now there's a pass deflected. Roar with the steal. Ryan will slow things up now. 17 seconds. Now Roar in the paint. She'll dish it. Three-pointer by Banstra. No good. Rebound. Laird goes off of Laird's hands to Austin. She'll take the little jumper. No good. 6 seconds to go. Manistee with the basketball. Here come the Chippewas. 2 seconds. They're not going to get a shot off. They do, but it's no good. And your score at the half, From Manistee, the Ludington Orioles 30, the Manistee Chippewas 5. Back in 2 minutes here on the OSN in collaboration with WMOM. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables. Anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Orioles Sports Network.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor.
Ludington 30, Manistee 5, halftime here of the girls' varsity basketball game. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit Safe Harbor at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. The Orioles outscored the Chippewas 15-2 in that second quarter after outscoring them 15-3 in the opening quarter. That's where we stand right now at the half, 30-5, Ludington on top. Scoring for the Chippewas, 2 for Libby McCarthy and 3 for Lacey Zimmerman. For the Orioles, 4 points, or make that 5 points for Riley Stone, 8 for Ryan Rohr, 5 for Abby Banstra, 1 for Carly Mesher, 5 for Olivia Lynn, and 6 for Keelan Laird.
Yeah,
Total domination by the Orioles.
Absolutely. They've done a great job. When they make baskets, they get in full court press. They're getting steals off that. When they don't have a wide open layup, they're getting in their zone offense, and they're getting easy shots off of that.
You know, it's good to see this big rivalry, Jared. You know, you were a huge part of it. I was a part of it back in the 80s. Ludington and Manistee. You walk in here at Manistee, the first thing you see, and it really hurt my eyes to see the Dad's Trophy sitting in their trophy case. They have it very prominently displayed here. That Dad's Trophy belongs in the hallways of Ludington High School.
Absolutely, and I'm sure our football team is going to do everything in their power to make sure it returns here in 2022. I know they've been working already for it, so I'm excited to see what happens in the fall.
And I noticed Trey Furfinski, our quarterback, went down as he was going off, going around right here, and he went down in front of the Manistee student section, and he took a photo. The student section in Manistee, they got a big cardboard up showing the score of last year's game with Manistee's victory. So I'm sure that Trey's going to probably have a photo made of that and put it in the Oriole locker room. They'll use that as motivation.
Yeah, I know much like us, they definitely got some sour taste in their mouth. I know, actually, I was just talking with Trey today. We were throwing the football around, so he's excited to go.
That's good. You got a couple of Ludington quarterbacks there tossing that football around. I'm sure Jared's probably I'm sure Trey's probably picking your mind, Jared. And you were part of some big teams. You led the Orioles to the playoffs your senior year, and I'm sure you were giving them some good advice right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Trey is he always wants to learn no matter what. He's a really good guy. He's a funny guy to be around, so we always have fun together.
Well, we're going to step aside right now, listen to the interview I did with Ludington Oriole Emma McKinley, who unfortunately not playing right now. She's injured, but we hope to, Coach Florence Stowe said they hope to have her back near the end of the month. And right now we're going to step aside and listen to that interview with Emma McKinley. Stay tuned, those fans. This is the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight. That player for tonight's game is Emma McKinley. Emma is a sophomore. She wears jersey number 23, and she plays the guard position. Emma, what does it mean to you being a Ludington Oriole?
I think it's a tradition. You know, it's fun going to the little girls' basketball games and having them. We had to practice one time with them, so I think it's just fun to watch them grow as we grow too.
Your favorite part of the game?
I think it's defense. It's really fun to trap and just defend the ball.
And what do you feel is the strongest part of your game, the game that you play?
I think mine's the defense and being able to like see the court and look up the street and yeah.
Team strengths and team goals this year.
Our strengths, I think, are it's nice having the bigs. They're really strong down there, and our defense is really good, working like the 11, and now we're working in the 52, so that's been nice.
And your favorite restaurant in Ludington and why?
Cluck Bucket. It's a family kind of. We're close, and it has really good food. So.
There's one boys basketball player. That's his favorite too, Dylan Eaton.
Yeah, we're really tight, so that's fun.
Your favorite sports movie?
Probably Happy Gilmore. He's got the golf, and yeah.
That's a classic. I have three Happy Gilmore movies, or three Adam Sandler movies I love. Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer, and The Water Boy. And there's a few others that I really like too of his movies. But yeah, that's a good one. And I can see you being a golfer. I can see you enjoying that one. I wanted to ask you hobbies that you have.
I play golf and tennis, and I do a lot of family stuff. We live on a lake, so we go pontooning, paddleboarding, fishing. So it's a lot of fun.
Favorite class and teacher at LHS?
Miss Amy Stone. She's my Algebra 2 teacher. She's really fun at it. Enjoy.
Okay. Now let's talk about, you're not only a basketball player, that's your middle sport, the one that, the winter time. In the spring, you're a golfer.
Spring is tennis.
Oh, I got it mixed up. Yeah, spring is tennis, fall is golfing. And tell the listeners and watchers a bit about how you've done so far, both golfing and playing tennis.
Tennis, I played one doubles last year, and we were all-team or all-state honorable mention. I think we placed second in regionals, so... And then our team's coming together. And then in golf, I made state last year, made state this year, and I got third in regionals this year and won the conference again. So that was fun. We won the conference as a team too, so that's fun.
Yeah, you're doing awesome. The sky's the limit there in both sports, isn't it? Well, all three sports, I should say. A role model or a person that you admire or look up to, Emma?
I would say my brother. He's always been there for me, and he's a great role model. He teaches me in golf, tennis, basketball, all the sports, so...
Evan was quite an athlete here at Ludington. I know he's helped Coach Thad Shank out as well, doing a little coaching with the Ludington basketball, but with the boys teams, yep. And he was a one heck of a golfer at Ludington as well, too. Anybody watching or listening to tonight's broadcast that you'd like to say hello to?
I have my cousin, Aaliyah Ross, and I believe her parents are watching as well.
And also I wanted to talk with you a little bit before I let you go here about the job that you and your other two fellow sophomores up on the varsity have done. Filling in with Annie Klein and Abby Banster being out, and that you've done as far as in the guard position, along with Jocelyn Austin as well. It's a phenomenal job that you ladies have done, and it's a lot of fun watching you ladies play.
Yeah, it is. We weren't really expecting this. It was kind of like the August when we got the text from Abby, and then Annie texted. So we all kind of we're going into 0 hour. We all were we need to step up, and I think we've reached that goal. Yeah,
it's definitely fun, not only on offense, but watching you girls play defense, too, the way you get at it.
Yeah.
Good. Very, very good. Well, Emma, thanks for being the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight. We congratulate you on that, and we wish you and the O's all the best this season. Go get 'em, O's.
Thank you, Scoop.
Welcome back to Manistee, where Ludington leads the Chippewas 30-5 at the half girls varsity basketball action. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. And Jared, we're seeing that now. The student section's really getting into it.
They are having a backflip off right now / dance battle. So and our student section's getting up on their feet. I love it here at halftime in a 30-5 ball game. It's nice to see.
I'm seeing some of these ties being worn down right there, and it takes me back to watching the World Wrestling Federation, and there was a wrestler named Erwin R. Shyster.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember him or not.
I do not.
He always wore a suit and tie in the ring, and he had suspenders. And you'll have to look it up on YouTube tonight. I think
Certainly
you'll agree with me there. But you see big Wilson Gunsel down there, and seeing some Esky Weinert, and everybody's, like you said, they're dressed up very businesslike.
Absolutely. Not sure if they are going to be acting so businesslike tonight, but I certainly like the attire.
Okay, we're ready to start action here in the second half. Manistee will get the ball to begin things, and with it, Bialik, and she'll take the shot. No good. Rebound to Ryan Rohr. Ryan will outlet it now to Riley Stone. You got Rohr out there, Stone, Laird, Banstra, and Mesher. Mesher with the ball. Now to Ryan Rohr underneath. Beautiful pass to Laird. Oh, look at that. Oh! Abby Banstra, Ryan Rohr there with a basket and on a beautiful pass from her Wonder Twin Power twin, Keelan Laird.
Absolutely. She got it. She actually had passed it down to Keelan, and the entire Manistee defense came down and left Ryan wide open.
Nice little give and go, and she was fouled. Free throw no good, but a long rebound there to Riley Stone. Ludington up 32-5. Stone now to Banstra, to Laird. Laird cross-court pass. Mesher, she'll fake the three to Stone. Good ball movement by the Orioles. Banstra, her shot, no good. Rebound to Mesher. She saves it to Laird. Back to Banstra, now to Stone. Stone to Rohr at the free throw line. Mesher, her three. God! Carly Mesher, and what great ball movement there by the Ludington Orioles.
Absolutely, that was beautiful. It only took us about 4 shots on that possession, but we finally got one to go, and we're starting off just how we ended.
30-point lead for the Orioles, 35-5. 7 minutes to go in this third quarter, and now they're going to get Mesher for the foul right there.
Yeah, she had left her feet. That girl had a nice pump fake, and Carly just came down and slapped her arm.
Carly Mesher draws the gets the foul, and it was called on Brianna Whitmer. Yeah, she will be at the free throw line. Whitmer's free throw, no good. 6:59 to go, third quarter. Ludington up 35-5. The Orioles led 30-5 at the half. They were up 15-3 at the end of the first 8 minutes of play. Whitmer's second attempt, in and out, no good. She gets her own rebound, and now she was going up for the shot, and the ball was batted away there by Abby Banstra.
Yeah, and Ludington just failed to box out the shooter. They were worried about the girls on the posts, and she did a nice job getting her own rebound.
Triggering the ball in for the Chippewas, number 21, Abby Robinson. Shot up, no good. Deflected, and ends up in the hands of Ryan Rohr. Now Ryan loses it out of bounds, but last touched by the Chippewas.
I think Ryan got bailed out right there. I think she just lost the ball dribbling it, but apparently Manistee touched it. We'll take it.
Student section not going too crazy down there. You figured they would right in front of them.
That's a good point.
Yep. Mesher now to Banstra. Now a traveling violation called on the Orioles. 6:45 to go in the third quarter. Ludington up 35-5. Orioles with a 30-point lead. 5 more points, Jared, and the state-mandated running clock will be in effect.
That's always a nice sight to see, especially against your arch rival here, and it looks like Ludington's going to move out to a man defense here from their zone.
Abby Robinson with it now, and there's a deflected ball there by Ryan Rohr. Her pass, it was saved there. Really showing her athleticism was Riley Stone, but when she saved it right into the hands of Lacey Zimmerman.
Yeah, great effort, and then she did a great job getting back on defense, and she's rewarded for it.
She was rewarded, exactly. That defense that Riley Stone was just applying to the Chippewas forces a turnover in Ludington basketball.
See if we can settle down here, move the ball around like we did a few possessions ago, and get another good shot.
Mesher will give it now to Stone and pass a little bit too much right there to Riley Stone's shooting arm to her right there, and it sails out of bounds.
Yeah, Carly got a little bit too sucked into that zone. She just got to take one dribble over there, make a smart pass.
6:12 remaining, third quarter. Ludington up by 30. Chippewas will take a three, no good. That shot was put up there by number 25, Allison Kelly. Now we got a foul called on the Chippewas.
And another good job by Abby Banstra boxing out, and got another over the back call.
Mesher has the basketball for Ludington. She'll give it back now to Abby Banstra. Abby back to Carly Mesher. And she'll break the Chippewa press ahead to Laird. Laird, look at that pass. Oh, what a pass by Keelan Laird as she hits Ryan Rohr, who gets the bucket.
Yeah, beautiful pass. Got it around 2 Chippewas for a nice, easy bucket for Ryan there.
12 points for Ryan Rohr to lead her Orioles. There's a steal by Banstra. Clear sailing. Shot up, and she undershot it right there. And the rebound is a jump ball. Boy, you won't see Abby do that too much. She had clear sailing in there, Jared, and sometimes you worry because you're like, you're telling yourself, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. I'm wide open.
Yeah, sometimes the open ones are the hardest ones to make, but she did a great job. They're going to get the ball back, so she shouldn't feel too bad.
There's a shot by Laird, no good. Rebound, Keelan Laird. Keelan will dish it now out to Mesher to Stone. Riley Stone now, Roar to Laird. Little turnaround, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, number 25, Allison Kelly.
Yeah, I think Keelan forced that a little bit. If she would have looked opposite, she had Abby Bancher open for an open three, but you live and you learn.
Manistee on the attack. Orioles lead 37-5. 5:01 to go, third quarter. Lacey Zimmerman has it. Zimmerman, Bialik, her shot up, good.
I'll tell you, Scoop, Manistee, it's been very rare tonight, but when they do move that ball around, they get some nice open shots and rewarded for it.
Mariah Bialik got the basket. Now there's a steal by the Chippewas. Bialik with it once again. Now there's a steal by Roar. Let's see what Ryan does right here. Ryan, she's going to take the shot. No good. Rebound, Roar. Shot up, good. Boy, Ryan Roar, she's the definition of a girl's power forward.
Absolutely. She did a great job. She didn't have any Orioles with her, so she just took it right to the hoop and missed the first one, but got it right back and put it back up for two.
Orioles up 39-7, 4:15 to go, and now a foul called, and I believe it's going to be called on Carly Mesher. Into the Oriole lineup, number 12, Jocelyn Austin, and number 35, Olivia Lynn. Taking a seat on the bench, Riley Stone and Carly Mesher.
And all three of Carly's fouls tonight have been reaching. She's just got to learn. I know she's still young. She's just got to learn to not always reach in every time. There's a time and a place, and she's sometimes just got to sit back.
We want to thank Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. All right, 4:14 to go. Shot up and in. Give the basket there to number 45, Brooke Jankwitz. Ludington leads 39-9. There's a shot up and in. Olivia Lynn.
Absolutely. Keelan saw her from about half court and gave her a nice zip pass there for a nice easy layup.
Lynn has 7 points. Orioles up 41-9. A turnover.
Yeah, I believe Ludington's going to get the ball there. Wasn't sure if Abby maybe got a hand on it, but it doesn't look like it.
Shout out to Crown and Cork. They are currently closed until the spring, but congratulations to Brian and Linda. There's a shot. Good. Brian and Linda Matson, who had a very successful first year under the with having Crown and Cork, formerly PM Steamers. There's another steal. They'll work it inside, and it goes out of bounds, but it last touched by the Chippewas. Ludington up 43-9. Wasn't that Laird that got our last basket?
Yes, it was.
Okay, Keelan Laird has 8 points in this ball game. Ludington up 43-9. On the court for Ludington right now, Laird, Lynn, also Austin. Laird shot no good. Rebound Stone no good. Deflected to Roar. Now to Lynn. And now a traveling violation on the Orioles. So you got Lynn out there with Roar, Austin, Laird, and Stone. For the Chippewas, you have Libby McCarthy out there with Jana Edmondson. Also Lacey Zimmerman and Ashton Janis. 3-point attempt up, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, and also on the court for the Chippewas, number 23, Callie Ronning. Ludington up 43-9, 3:06 to go in the third quarter. There's a three-pointer, and good. Give that basket to Libby McCarthy.
And once again, Scoop, Manistee, when they're patient on offense, they get great shots, and they've been avoiding dribbling up the sideline, which we saw in the first half was detrimental to them.
Orioles up by 31. Nice pass. Olivia Lynn gets the basket, and she's fouled. Give the assist there to Keelan Laird.
And it seems like anytime Manistee gets a bucket, Ludington comes right back and responds and kills any momentum they might have.
Exactly. The Chippewas had cut the Oriole lead down to 31 with that recent offensive flurry. Ludington now back up 45-12. 2:41 to go in the third quarter. Lynn's free throw, good. Olivia Lynn. She hasn't been out there a lot tonight, but when she has, she's been very productive. 10 points so far in this game.
Yeah, she hurt herself with those 2 quick fouls, but like you said, since she's been out there, she's really making her name out there.
With the ball for the Chippewas, Lacey Zimmerman. Now over to Ashton Janis, to Libby McCarthy. McCarthy being hounded there by the Orioles' Ryan Rohr. They'll work it down in, and the shot up, no good. Rebound to Keelan Laird. Keelan now will give it to Jocelyn Austin. Jocelyn Austin now over to Riley Stone, to Laird. Laird shot, good. Good ball movement by the Orioles. Keelan Laird gets the basket.
Absolutely, she was nice and comfortable. She caught that ball, she didn't rush it, and got that nice off the glass there.
Orioles up 48-12. Ludington led 30-5 at the half. And at this point of the game, you got 3 Orioles who are in double figures. Ryan Rohr with 14, Olivia Lynn with 10, and Keelan Laird with 10. There's a three-pointer for the Chippewas. No good. Rebound, Ryan Rohr. Ryan will outlet it now. Olivia Lynn. Olivia still with it. Shot up. No good. Rebound, Keelan Laird. And last touch by the Chippewas out of bounds with 1:26 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, let's see if Ludington can't stretch this lead out to 40 and get that running clock going here before the fourth.
Mentioning Crown and Cork earlier, they'll be back in the spring. There's a shot by Lynn, no good. Nice entry pass there by Riley Stone.
Yeah, that was a great pass. She just missed that layup there. She's going to get some redemption right here.
There's Stone ahead of the floor to Olivia Lynn. And off a defensive foul called there on the Chippewas' Lacey Zimmerman. By the way, did you get a chance to go down to Crown and Cork when they were open?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get there this season. Hopefully, once they open back up, I'll make my way down.
I went down there probably 5-6 times, and my wife and I enjoyed every dinner we had down there. And I was there one night for dueling pianos, and that is worth the price of admission.
I believe it.
There's Olivia Lynn there, and she gets a little 8-footer right there.
Absolutely.
Ludington now up 50-12. Lynn with 12 points in this game. 57 seconds to go. There's a takeaway there. Lynn has it. She'll outlet it now to Jocelyn Austin. Orioles up 50-12. Ryan Rohr with the ball. Olivia Lynn at the free throw line. She'll make a nice drive. A lot of contact there. No call either way, and now Manistee has the basketball.
Yeah, I think that was maybe a difficult one, whether it was going to be offensive or blocking. I'll side with the ref on a no call there.
You know, I've talked to many people over the years, and officials and players and coaches, and every official I've talked to will tell you the toughest call to make, is it charging or is it blocking?
Absolutely. That's a split-second decision there. I like to reward the defender there if they're going to try to get in front and sacrifice their body, but not all refs are like that.
There's a 15-footer, no good there. That shot was put up by Callie Ronning. Offensive rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Jana Edmondson of the Manistee Chippewas.
Yeah, with 26 seconds here, let's see if Ludington can work the ball around, get one last shot, and like I said, get up to that 40-point mark here as we head into the fourth.
All right. Carly Mesher with the basketball. Mesher will give it now to Abby Banstra with 17 seconds to go. Banstra to Rohr near baseline. She'll take the shot. No good. Rebound to the Chippewas' Libby McCarthy.
It's a nice little pump fake there. One dribble pull up. If she would have followed her shot, she would have got an offensive rebound, but it looked good from here.
It did. She had a good look at just it wouldn't go in. There's a shot, no good by the Chippewas. Rebound, no good. And at the end of 3 from Manistee, your score, the Ludington Orioles 50, the Manistee Chippewas 12. Back in 60 seconds here on the OSN in collaboration with WMOM.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come and experience our casual fine dining with little wait. We feature craft cocktails and an extensive wine selection. Our seasonally changing menu showcases a variety of influences, but highlights what the Great Lakes and Mason County farmers have to offer. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. We're open Tuesday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We're located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Dueling pianos are here once per month. Check our Facebook page for more details and for this month's specials. We look forward to seeing you at Crown and Cork soon.
Ludington 50, Manistee 12. The Orioles outscored the Chippewas 20-7 in that third quarter after leading 30-5 at the half. Scoring for the Orioles through 3 quarters, 5 points for Riley Stone, 14 for Ryan Rohr, 5 for Abby Banstra, 4 for Carly Mesher, 10 for Keelan Laird, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 for Olivia Lynn.
Yeah, it's been a great game all around for Ludington. It seems like anytime Manistee gets one to finally fall in the bucket, Ludington responds with 5 to 7 points of their own.
For Manistee, 5 for Libby McCarthy, 3 for Lacey Zimmerman, 2 for Mariah Bialik, and 2 for Brooke Jankwitz. Manistee with the basketball to begin play here in the 4th quarter. With the ball, 23, Callie Ronning, and there's a 3-point attempt up, no good. That shot, rebound, Carly Mesher, probably the shortest girl on the floor right now, came down to that rebound. And now Keelan Laird is going to draw the foul.
Yeah, Carly might be short, but I know she's tenacious and
feisty.
And that's why sometimes she'll get those fouls, much like Riley Stone. But definitely appreciate her effort out there.
Exactly. 7:35 to go in the game. Ludington up 50-12. Carly Mesher with the ball. She'll dish it now to Jocelyn Austin, to Olivia Lynn at the free throw line. Now out to Abby Banstra. Banstra on the dribble drive. Will kick it now to Keelan Laird. Over to Jocelyn Austin. Austin's shot blocked right there. Austin fighting to get it back, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Manistee basketball.
Yeah, good defense there by Manistee. What I like out of Keelan Laird is it seems like she always knows where she's going to go with the ball before she even gets the pass.
Exactly.
Like
great court vision. Manistee on the attack. With the ball, number 3, Libby McCarthy. Now over to Callie Ronning. Ronning will give it to Lacey Zimmerman. To Ronning. Ronning, Libby McCarthy. She'll lose the ball out of bounds. It'll be Ludington basketball. Hey, folks, we want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist, 231-757-3368. Ludington went on the attack. Shot up there by Lynn, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, and with the ball, Lacey Zimmerman. Now we're going to have a timeout called by Manistee and Coach Ken Cott. It is a full timeout. Ludington 50, Manistee 12. 6:35 left in the game. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your...
Welcome back to Manistee. Ludington leads 50-12. The Orioles 10-4 on the year, 5-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference, trying for their 8th straight victory. Manistee come into this game with a record of 2-8 overall, 1-3 in the Lakes 8 Conference. In the nightcap tonight, the back end of this Varsity Girls boys doubleheader, the 7-5 Ludington Orioles, 6-0, leading the Lakes 8 Conference against the 1-10 Manistee Chippewas. They are 1-4 in the Lakes 8 Conference.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how the boys do. They've had the entire week to prepare and practice and get better, so excited to see how they come out.
Let's see if the Orioles can strengthen their hold on first place in the Lakes 8 Conference tonight against their bitter rivals, Manistee. Meanwhile, we're back in action here in the girls' game. Ludington with the ball. Carly Mesher trying to dribble through 3 Chippewas right there. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain with the Orioles. We got a full shank shuffle in effect, Jared.
Absolutely. Coach Stowe's learned from him.
6:24 to go into the Oriole lineup. Number 5, let's see here. Number 2, Riley Stone. Actually, yeah, Riley Stone.
Yep.
Also number 5, Ryan Rohr. You got number 30 in the game for the Orioles, and that's Hannah Glanville. Also moved up. I said Jenna Skiba got moved up, so was Hannah Glanville.
Absolutely.
Where's number 30? She's a sophomore. And also in the lineup for the Orioles, number 42, Delaney Williams, a junior. And number 50, Jenna Skiba, making her varsity debut. She's a freshman. She's looked really good down on the JV this whole season.
Absolutely, and let's see if she can get a bucket right here.
Let's see, Skiba with it now. She'll dish it back. Shots put up there, no good. Rebound by Skiba. Skiba loses it, gets it back, and her pass is saved there by Ryan Rohr before we have over and back violation.
Yeah, and a good job. We've been offensive rebounding well all night, but good to see these JV girls get in there and fight after the ball again.
Look at that. Ludington lost it, got it right back. Delaney Williams shot up, no good. Rebound, Skiba, shot good! And she's fouled. Jenna Skiba's first varsity points. There's 2 points there she'll never forget, Jared.
Absolutely, especially in Manistee's gymnasium here in front of a nice student section for Ludington.
She's going to have a really good career in front of her, I do believe.
Yeah, I believe that as well. I'm sure Coach Stowe is very happy with how she's progressing.
Jenna Skiba's free throw short. Rebound, however, Ryan Rohr. Oh, boy, did she go down hard. And there was Ryan Rohr was actually away from her on that. So that was just losing her balance. And, boy, that was hard to watch, Jared.
Yeah, I think she was just trying to rip that ball away from Ryan Rohr, and she got it from her, and she paid the price for it.
I see the official come over here, and he called a jump ball.
Yeah, I think he just saw her go down hard and wanted to stop play for her, and especially in a game like this, might as well.
Yeah, well, the possession arrow is to Ludington, and nothing malicious right there. Like I said, Ryan was actually away from her. She lost her balance, went down, and she hit the court hard. Can't see her number from right here, folks. Ludington leads 52-12 with 5:31 to go. Ironically, Jenna Skiba's bucket gives the Orioles that 40-point lead.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to see she's going to be a part of 2 running clock games here in yesterday's JV game and now today's varsity game.
You know, besides they're getting a nice round of applause is Manistee's number 23, and that's Callie Ronning as she walks off the court.
Yeah, and sometimes when you fall hard like that, just the shock of it all is going to hurt more than it actually feels. I'm sure it's not feeling too great right now, but it doesn't look like she happens to be in too much pain, which is awesome.
I'll tell you, Jared, and you know, you're a basketball player and a football player. It's seems most of the time it's a lot, and most I should say all the time, it's a lot easier coming down on that football field after a tackle, even though there's some hard hitting going on out there rather than the basketball court.
Yeah, and you're not usually expecting it either on a basketball court. At least football, you're expecting that, but basketball, sometimes it comes out of nowhere.
Look at Skiba fighting for it. We have a jump ball. It'll be possession arrow to Manistee. Delaney Williams got the shot right there for the Orioles, and she missed the shot right there, but she had a good look. Manistee basketball. Ludington up 52-12. State mandated running clock is in effect, folks. 40-point Oriole lead.
I love that both Manistee and Ludington's, even with their bench, they're both playing hard right now. It's still a rivalry game no matter the score.
There's a steal by the Orioles. Riley Stone. Stone's still fighting for it, and she goes out of bounds. It'll be Manistee basketball. Got some other interesting, besides the big game tonight, Ludington and Manistee. Ludington going to strengthen their lead in the Lakes 8. Can see some, definitely going to see some history tonight with Peyton Lacombe, Jared. He's currently at 890 career points. He's tied with Ludington all-time great Steve Hull, who was a 1975 first-team All-Stater. Steve Hull ended his Ludington career with 890 points. Went on for a very successful career at Grand Valley State for the Lakers. And with his first point tonight, Peyton Lacombe will surpass Steve Hull, and he's only 3 points behind Wally Sadasti and Linus Thalman, who are both in 15th place on the Orioles all-time scoring list with 893 points.
Yeah, that's certainly going to be an awesome feat for Peyton tonight, especially again against your arch rival. And I know that I've been talking with him, and he's really shaped into an all-around basketball player. Yeah. He's not just a post man. He's stretch 3, and he plays good defense.
And he's the ultimate team player, Jared. When I talked to him about this, and I don't talk that much about him with it, there's a basket by the Chippewas, and give that one to number 43, Brianna Whitmer, her first points of the game. But when I talked to Peyton about it, he's like, oh, that's nice to know, Scoop, but he's the ultimate team player. He's like, you know, I'm sure it'll mean much more to him after, you know, down through the years and when he's married or so forth and he's got children and he looks back at it. You know, right now he's thinking, hey, all about the team, all about the team. That's more for us media types, isn't it, Jared?
Absolutely. We can get him all excited and hype him up on the radio, but he's certainly just worried about winning games, especially as we start to head down the stretch into tournament time.
Exactly, in the senior year. Ludington up 52-14. Running clock in effect. The clock is down to 3:10, and now a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Jocelyn Austin. Yes. The Orioles have led all the way 15-3 at the end of one. They were up 30-5 at the half, and they led 50-12 at the end of three quarters. There's a steal by Skiba. Skiba will give the ball up now to Abby Banstra. Banstra ahead to Austin. Jocelyn Austin with the ball. And now she loses it out of bounds right in front of the Oriole student section. Into the Chippewa lineup, number 21, Abby Robinson. So you got Robinson out there now for the Chippewas along with Brianna Whitmer. Also in the game for Manistee, you have number 31, Allie Thomas, and Maria Bialik. And we've got a full timeout, and we are going to step aside. Ludington up 52-14. You're watching the OSN and listening to WMOM. Stay tuned.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Manistee High School. Scoop Hansen, Jared Collins, also Braden Kronline and Kate Shank, the Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with WMOM. Manistee on the attack and give the basket there to the Chippewas, number 43, Brianna Whitmer.
She's had a pretty good fourth quarter here. She had a nice jump shot. She's played some good defense and now got a layup.
Now Manistee with the steal. Ludington leads 52-16, 1:59 to go. And then Abby Banstra steals the ball right back and she gets hacked. And that'll be the 7th team foul on the Chippewas. Banstra should be at the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't
know if the officials have noticed it yet.
Looks like we're figuring it out right now.
Well, they're getting their attention. The officials let them know it's a 7th team foul. On the court for the Orioles, Abby Banstra. You also have Delaney Williams, Jenna Skiba, Jocelyn Austin, and Hannah Glanville.
Yeah, and Coach Stowe called that full timeout. You wonder if he was just trying to settle down those younger girls and see if we couldn't get an offensive set. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to run an offensive set here as we get a foul before we even get down there.
Skiba and Glanville seeing their first varsity action. Banstra's free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, coming away with it, Abby Robinson. Robinson will give the ball now to Bialik. Bialik, back to Robinson. There's a shot on the way off the mark there by Brianna Whitmer. And the Ludington section loves that because they look down at Manistee student section and they shout, air ball.
Absolutely, and I just got done complimenting her on a good fourth quarter, and then she comes in with the air ball, making me look bad.
1:10 to go in the game. Ludington up 52-16. Abby Banstra with the ball. Banstra. Yeah, student section, they're waving to you, Jared.
Yeah, they love it. They love seeing me up here.
All right. With the ball, Hannah Glanville. Glanville come precariously close to an over and back right there. She'll get the ball to Skiba. Her shot, good! Nice move there by Jenna Skiba. She gets the basket, and Ludington now leads by the score of 54-16.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Friday night lights here in a rivalry game doesn't face
look
her.
Look at the hustle down there, Jared. You know, there's 33 seconds to go, the running clock in effect, and look at bodies all over the floor. You think this game doesn't matter to Ludington and Manistee, even though the Orioles got a huge lead with 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that says a lot about, again, both programs. No matter the score, they're going to keep fighting until that final buzzer.
That running clock in effect, and I learned when I used to do the public address announcing and run the scoreboard at Hawley from Rick Catt, who was the athletic director at the time. I always used the strategy Rick taught me. Oh, nice pass, and Skiba will get the bucket. But what I was going to tell you is fit becomes it, or it becomes fit. Injuries and timeouts, the clock stops for, and then when it gets within 2 minutes, it's free throws, injuries, and timeouts.
Okay, yeah, that's good to know.
Yep. Easy way to remember it.
Absolutely.
All right, 9 seconds to go. Banstro inbound at ski ball. Good!
And that was the exact same play there that they had just ran to get her an open layup, and it worked again.
What a debut for Jenna Skiba. And there's the horn. And your final in the girls' varsity game here at Manistee. Ludington, 58. Manistee, I think it was 16. Boy, did they get the score down in an awful hurry.
Yeah, you know, here at Manistee, they don't like to keep those kind of scores up too long.
Let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, it was 16. I knew the score was going to come down in a big hurry right there. I didn't think it was going to come down that quick. Your final score, Ludington 58, Manistee 16. Back in 60 seconds here on the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Manistee High School. The Ludington Orioles girls varsity basketball team defeats Manistee by the score of 58-16. 8th straight win for the Ludington girls varsity basketball team. And they also get a big Lakes 8 conference victory over their arch rivals tonight. Scoring for Manistee, 5 for Libby McCarthy, 3 for Lacey Zimmerman, 2 for Maria Bialik, 4 for Brianna Whitmer, and 2 for Brooke Jankwitz. For the Orioles, 5 for Riley Stone, 14 for Ryan Rohr, 5 for Abby Banstra, 4 for Carly Mesher, 12 for Olivia Lynn, 10 for Keelan Laird, and in her varsity debut, 8 points for Jenna Skiba.
Yeah, certainly going to be one that she remembers, and we were excited for her first basket, and then she comes and rattles off another 3 to end the game.
You know, I find it interesting, Jared, you look at center court here at Manistee, and the only place I've seen where there are officials out, because they obviously know Ludington's tradition. Ludington goes wherever they're at. They go to center court, and your team did it, and teams were doing it well before you, but they had their basketball rack out there, and there was like 4 school officials standing out there, so Ludington was not able to do their half-court tradition right there, but they got pretty close.
Yeah, they were awfully close there, and it's just a fun little rivalry here, and I'm excited for this one tonight.
Yep, we want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Smith & Eddy, the exclusive post-game sponsor of the Ludington Orioles. And we also want to thank Urca Auto Center. Urca's Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. And a shout out as well to McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Now, scoring by quarter in the girls' varsity game, Ludington outscored the Chippewas 15-3 in the opening quarter, 15-2 in the second quarter. They led 30-5 at the half. They outscored the Chippewas 20-7 in the third quarter. They took a 50-12 lead into the final 8 minutes of play, and they outscored Manistee 8-4 in that final quarter with the running clock in effect for a good majority of it, Jared. They win 58-16. Oriole coach Warren Stowe will be making his way up shortly here as Ludington's girls now 11-4 on the season, and I believe they are now 6-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Manistee falls to 2-9 overall, 1-4 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Ludington boys trying for their 8th win of the season, 7-5 coming into this game. They are currently leading the Lakes 8 Conference a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, they certainly had their ups and downs this year, but we all know here that Coach Shank's going to schedule those non-conference opponents, and they're going to be super tough opponents. But here we are, our conference record's showing off, and hopefully we can take a little bit of excitement in here tonight and keep going on.
Exactly, and we're also hoping that Peyton Lacombe activates the dunkometer to get the Ludington fans, specifically the student section, really fired up and into this game.
Yeah, I'm certain that our student section will love that. I'm looking over there. We got some business professional, business casual, and I'll call it business relax, as we got some shorts over there with shirt and tie.
Exactly, and also, Jared, Peyton Lacombe has 36 career dunks as a Ludington Oriole. 7 by far his biggest year. He only had 1 his freshman year, 10 his sophomore year, 10 his junior year, and so far during his senior year, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 dunks so far.
He's certainly been a lot more confident as he drives into the paint, whether it's on a fast break or even within the offense. And it's just, obviously a dunk is still 2 points, but to be able to rise above the defense like that, it's certainly going to benefit.
But it really brings the crowd into it, and it can have a deflating effect on the opposition.
Absolutely.
And there's only been one game this year, Jared, where he did not record a dunk, and that was on the 14th of January against Muskegon Catholic. Coach Warren Stowe making his way here. We're going to be chatting with him here very shortly as we wrap up this Smith & Eddy post-game show. There we go. Coach Stowe has the headset from Jared. That's all right. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
An impressive win over the Manistee Chippewas, 58-16. Your girls came out 15-3, outscored the Chippewas in the first quarter, 15-2 in the second, 20-7 in the third. For most of the fourth quarter, the state-mandated running clock in effect, and boy, an impressive scoring, really balanced scoring from your girls tonight. You had 3 girls in double figures, and you just missed having a 4th, making her varsity debut. 8 points for Jenna Skiba.
Yeah, you'll see what you're going to get out of Jenna Skiba, right? She's you take the Rileys of the world and you put it into a little bigger body. She's all hustle and heart, and really proud of her to get out there, and Hannah, and thrown to the wolves. They haven't really had many practices with us, and they're helping us out big time because we've kind of been short on bodies for a variety of reasons.
And I've got to see, Coach, I've got to see Jenna Skiba play on the JV this year. Been very impressed with her. Just a freshman, and I'm thinking there's going to be big things ahead for her basketball career.
Just like all the kids in the program, it's not just them. They're all such great kids, and she works hard. So it was awesome to see them be rewarded for helping us out, so I'm happy for that.
And, Coach, you were without the services of both Annie Klein and Emma McKinley tonight, but, boy, did Carly Mesher and Riley Stone and Abby Banstra step up big time.
Yeah, they played really well, and when teams pack it in like that, you just have to work so much harder, and we did that. And I think in the second half, especially, our guards worked on engaging some of those defenders, and you saw that because all of a sudden Olivia and Keelan and Ryan were coming wide open in the second half, where we had to work really hard in the first half to get them open.
You look at your front line, Ryan Rohr with 14 tonight, 12 for Olivia Lynn, and 10 for Keelan Laird. Just a good all-around game. I know you got to be very happy with it. 8th straight victory, and like your wife says, AD
after Detroit.
Detroit.
I'm proud of them. They're playing hard, and we talked before the game of coming out and taking care of business. The game was a 50-point game the first time, and we think that, not that it should be the score, that's not what I'm saying, but just coming out and playing our best game, and we felt like if we did that, we would be able to take care of business. And I told the girls, if you want to be big time, like Coach always says, this is what good teams do, and they showed that they're a great team by doing it. I'm proud of them.
Your team now 11-4 on the year, 6-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference, and couldn't ask for more. A Friday night at Manistee against your arch rivals, the ambiance here, the student sections going back and forth. This is what high school basketball is all about.
This is it. It's great being here. I kind of razz them about Manistee because that was our huge rival in high school, but just being here and playing in those games and having those feelings, they never go away. It's awesome. It's awesome.
You're right. And a loss to Manistee is always the toughest.
They are, yeah.
And a victory over Manistee is always the sweetest.
Sweet. I told them that. My daughter said when I came home today, she said, it's a good day to beat Manistee. That's what my daughter said. So
that's awesome. They're learning quick, Coach.
Yes, they are.
Well, thanks for coming up, Coach.
You got it.
You get to go Sabre now.
I'm going to watch these boys and see, learn something from Coach Shank here. So I'm excited.
All right, Coach Warren Stowe. Always great talking with you. Take care, Coach.
Bye now.
Ludington Girls coach Warren Stowe. His girls win 58-16. That's going to wrap things up for the Smith & Eddy post-game show. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll have the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show coming your way. Stay tuned.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Be right with you. Welcome back to Manistee. Scoop Hansen with you. Jared Collins along with Braden Kronline and Kate Shank, the Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with WMOM. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame show sponsor. And right now we're going to step aside and listen to the interview I did earlier with O's head coach Thad Shank. Stay tuned. This is the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. Coach Thad Shank tonight, your team at Manistee to battle the Chippewas.
Yeah, we've had a good week of practice this week. We played so many games early on in the season. We've had the opportunity to get some practice time in the gym. I know kids are itching to get out there and play games, but, I feel or I think that, we're making some strides and improving in some areas. We've been really focused on being able to play on the defensive end of the basketball floor together as a team. So we'll see if some of those things we've been working on can show up tonight against Manistee.
Your team played in its highest scoring game of the season last Friday night at Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, winning by the score of 83-66. They had Varnado back. He had a huge night with 37, but it seems like after the first quarter, your team kind of took control of that game.
Yeah, we made the decision with Varnado that, we play well a certain way, and that's trying to play fast and playing up tempo more than maybe some Oriole teams in the past, and getting aggressive with our defense and trying to trap teams and force some turnovers. And we knew going into that was not going to, keep Varnado from scoring many points. He was going to thrive in that game, but, West Michigan Christian just did not have enough other players to make plays in the game. And so it was a fast, up-tempo game, the kind of game kids like to play, and we scored a lot of points in it. So defensively, I would have liked to have been a little bit better, but the game was a lot of possessions, and that's what we wanted that night. So
a lot of people scored, and ironically, Peyton Lacombe and David Schillinger had the same scoring outputs they had in the first game when you played West Michigan Christian at Hawley. Peyton had 25 and David had 18.
I had no idea. That's an interesting tidbit fact that you have there, Scoop. Yeah. Those two guys play well in transition, chaotic games. Peyton's a phenomenal athlete who can run up and down the floor and attacks the hole well. And, David, is not a quicker guy out there on the basketball floor. So they're very comfortable playing in that kind of tempo.
What are you expecting out of Manistee? They've having a tough go of it under Coach Dan Gustad. He just doesn't seem to get the players up there like they've had in the past.
Well, yeah. I can't say that I've seen Manistee play a lot, but I know they've been struggling as far as winning games of late. I know that if there's one team in the state they want to beat, it's Ludington. Mm-hmm. So, I think they're going to probably, come very motivated to play their best game of the season. And, we'll just have to go out there and do very similar to what we probably did against West Michigan Christian. We want to make it fast and furious. We're going to be extending our defense all over the floor and trying to, force them to put the ball on the floor and make plays. When, I think, we have a deeper bench and more kids, and I think that will play to our advantage tonight, hopefully.
Well, the calendar's flipped over to February, and before you know it, March Madness will be here. But right now, tonight, your team coach battles Manistee and your starting lineup.
Tonight at the guards, we will start David Schillinger and Dylan Eaton. At the forwards, we will start Aiden Gilchrist and Peyton Lacombe. And at the center, we'll start Levi Lehman.
Good luck, Coach, and we'll talk to you after the ball game. Go O's.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Manistee High School. Scoop Hansen, Jared Collins, Braden Kronline, and Kate Shank, the Oriole Sports Network, in conjunction with WMOM. The girls' varsity game is over. Ludington wins by the score of 58-16. Ludington girls now 11-4 on the year, 6-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference. They're in a tie right now with Muskegon Western Michigan Christian for the conference lead. Manistee girls, they fall to 2-9 on the year, now 1-4 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Getting set for action here. We want to again thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor, and also a shout out to Pure Marquette Builders. PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. And here are your starting lineups first for the Manistee Chippewas, coached by Dan Gusted. Starting at the guards, number 22, Ethan Edmondson, and number 23, Jacob Sharp. The center tonight for the Orioles, number 31, Connor Rochelle. Forwards are number 21, Ben Schloff, and number 42, Trevor McCula. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Thad Shank, assisted by John Stowe and Noah Lehman, and managed by the legendary Chris Speedy Lopez. Starting at the guards, number 3, David Sunshine Schillinger, a 5'8" sophomore, and number 23, Dylan Eaton, a 6'1" senior. The center, number 11, Levi Lehman, a 6'1" junior. The forwards are number 21, Aiden Gilchrist, a 6' junior, and number 42, Peyton Lacombe, a 6'8" senior. Ludington 7-5 on the season, 6-0 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Manistee with just one victory on the year, 1-10 overall, and that victory did come in the Lakes 8 Conference, Jared.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how this game goes. Again, it's a Friday night, Manistee Ludington. Manistee struggled, but like Coach Shank alluded to in his pregame interview, they're going to give them the best. All they want to do, they circled this on the schedule, they want to beat Ludington. And
Ludington only one loss since the Detroit tournament, and that loss was to Cadillac, one of the Orioles' biggest non-conference rivals. They lost 52-30. Ludington had a horrendous shooting night that night. It seemed like the lid was on the basket. Give Cadillac a lot of credit. You know, their defense, Cadillac and Ludington often a mirror image of each other, the way they play the game of basketball, specifically the way they play defensively.
Absolutely. Cadillac and Ludington have grown into an awesome rivalry here in sort of Northwest Michigan over the last 8 to 9 years. But it's been really exciting to watch, and you're always going to have battles in the regular season.
Ludington, that lone loss to Cadillac. The victories since the tournament in Detroit on the 30th of December have come against Fremont, 77-51. Muskegon Orchard View, 75-63. Muskegon Catholic, 64-38. Muskegon Heights, that was a terrific ball game. Ludington won that game 65-61. And Muskegon Western Michigan Christian, most recently, 83-66. As Coach Shank said, they knew Varnado was going to get his points. He ended up with 37 that night. He didn't play in the opening game when Ludington and Muskegon Western Michigan Christian played. But Ludington's two highest scoring games this year, both against Muskegon Western Michigan Christian earlier in the year at Hawley. They defeated them 81-42, and then they defeat them the other last Friday, 83-66.
Yeah, it's been exciting to watch that West Michigan Christian year in, year out. They're either really good or they've been struggling a lot. And without Varnado, they struggled in that first game. So it was exciting to see at least a little bit of a closer game that second time around.
Exactly. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world. By the way, Jared, your favorite flavor at House of Flavors?
I usually just go naturally mint chip there. They have a Michigan pothole. I don't know if they still
that's
have
my
it,
favorite.
There we go.
Yep, the last we were down there, my wife brought some home for me. My niece actually picked it out for me, brought it home. It was absolutely delicious. It's become my favorite. It has supplanted Blue Moon as Scoop's favorite.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. House of Flavors, ice cream made around the world, sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Any shout-outs? Got some folks checking in there. Jack Smith, all right, boys, just like the girls, let's go home, let's go, boys, let's go O's. Yo, Lynn, go Aiden. Also, we've got Rachel Benz, let's go Peyton. Tammy Crispo, way to go, Lady O's. There's the Speedy Lopez. I want to be here, but he had COVID-19, had to stay home for 10 days. Can't wait to see you Tuesday night. That's coming from Speedy Lopez. All right, we're getting set for action here, Jared. The Orioles and the Chippewas. Peyton Lacombe getting set to jump. And here we go. Friday night basketball action, the back end of a varsity doubleheader. The Orioles and the Chippewas, tip controlled by Ludington, won there by Peyton Lacombe, and Sunshine Schillinger now with the basketball. He'll give it up to Dylan Eaton at the free throw line. Eaton now to Aiden Gilchrist. Aiden Gilchrist, nice move, shot blocked, however, and Manistee ends up with the basketball. As Coach Shank said, Jared, Manistee a dismal year, but they would look nothing more to do. This is their Super Bowl right now. They would like nothing more than upset their longtime arch rival Ludington.
Yeah, absolutely. This as we see a turnover there, this gym's going to be full of energy all night by both teams. It's going to be who can settle down and play, run their emotions high, but keep them in check.
Manistee loses the ball there, a little bit too much on that pass to Schloff, goes out of bounds, and now Dylan Eaton will bring the ball up for the Orioles. Dylan wears number 23, and now he is surveying the Manistee defense. Just underway here for Manistee, the Orioles and the Chippewas. Eaton will give the ball up now to Lacombe. Peyton Lacombe with it. Lacombe in the lane, left hand, shot no good. Rebound, Levi Lehman. Lehman turnaround blocked, and he's fouled right there. Boy, Levi Lehman only 6'1", but he's like a bull.
Yeah, he's done a really good job all season of doing that offensive rebound, and I've liked seeing him in the last 4 or 5 games. It seems he's more aggressive off those rebounds, and right there he's rewarded. He's going to get 2 free throws.
He's a very strong rebounder, Jared. Again, just 6'1".
Absolutely. He plays.
You know, that shouldn't be allowed right there. Free throw is no good. That's it. You know, there's one thing with student sections going back and forth, but when you see this, that should be disallowed. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Lacombe. And Peyton Lacombe turnaround up, no good. Lacombe still fighting for it. Manistee has it.
Yeah, and much like we saw in this girls' game, both teams just trying to figure each other out, see who settles down first and can get a bucket.
All right. We're 1 minute and 8 seconds into the game. No score yet. Manistee with the basketball. With the ball, number 23. And no good right there. There's the Orioles with it. Ahead. Lehman. Shot blocked out of bounds. And Ludington will get the ball right back. We talked about dunks earlier and how they really can ignite the crowd. So can blocks, but then you look at it, it's like, hey, you might have blocked the shot there, but who's got the ball?
Yeah, exactly. And Ludington's going to get the ball back, and it looks like they're pretty mellowed out still, which is a great thing. Ludington's not getting too energetic here.
Gilchrist with it now, over to Eaton. Dylan Eaton. Sunshine Schillinger, 6:23 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet. Gilchrist to Eaton. Eaton now, Gilchrist over to Sunshine Schillinger. Schillinger will give the ball back to Lacombe. Now over to Gilchrist. Aiden Gilchrist to Lacombe. He'll take the three, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas. And with the ball, number 23, Jacob Sharp. And his pass now, we have a traveling violation on the Chippewas. Little surprised by this slow, lethargic start by the Orioles, Jared.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Scoop, this gym's not like Ludington's gym, so you're going to have that depth perception off. So when you're just shooting, it just seems a little bit off. If you don't get it dialed in the warm-up, certainly it can take a little bit longer.
Great observation on that, yes. All right, Schillinger with the ball for the Orioles. He wears number 3. Schillinger, nice move. He go to the hoop, and no good, but he draws the foul. And that's what David Sunshine Schillinger is so good at.
Yeah, he's really good at drawing that contact, and he's so explosive off that dribble that a lot of times the defender's going to be a little bit slow and force a foul on him.
David Schillinger at the free throw line. And we're not seeing that same person from the student section down there. And maybe he was told something by a staff member.
He could have, and finally we get a 1 point here at least. Let's see if we can get a second and get into our full court pressure.
It reminds me of the days when Rod Beckman and Joe Holmes were doing Oriole basketball. They were at, and he gets both of them. Two free throws there for Sunshine Schillinger, and the Orioles on top 2-0. They were at Howard City Tri-County, and they had their mascot out there, and he was banging with a sword and a shield. Joe Holmes commented about it. There's a steal by the Orioles. Nice pass. And a shot up, no good. Rebound up by Lehman, no good, but he's fouled. You got to love the work the Orioles are doing on the boards right now. They're not getting the baskets to fall. We're only almost just 2.5 minutes into the game, Jared. But Orioles making Manistee foul quite a bit here.
Yeah, absolutely, and that could come in to hurt the Chippewas here. They only have 8 guys total on the roster, so if we get them in a little bit of foul trouble or even just start running up and down, they're going to start to slow down a bit.
Lehman's first free throw, no good, so he's 0 for 3 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and certainly you want to make these key free throws, especially in a big game like this, but as long as he keeps attacking the offensive rebound, he'll get rewarded.
Second free throw, no good. Here come the Chippewas. Ludington up 2-0, 5:30 to go in this opening quarter. Getting back to my Rod Beckman, Joe Holmes story. Almost a steal there by Schillinger. Instead of three-pointer. Oh, my goodness. Three-pointer by Jacob Sharp. And, boy, that looked like a desperation shot right there. Nice pass right there. Three-point attempt by Gilchrist off the mark. Manistee has the ball. Manistee up 3-2. 5 minutes to go. There's a steal by Schillinger showing those quick hands there. Shots up, and it's no good, but he draws the foul. And now he will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and Dave's not going to be too happy with himself there. He knows he should put that in for an and one, but he's going to get 2 free throws anyway. Something I haven't seen out of Manistee in the last couple of years, they actually picked up a little full court 1-3-1 there. You don't see that too often. I saw him playing some man earlier, so definitely a new identity here for the Chippewas.
So Schillinger at the free throw line. 4:57 to go in the opening quarter. Schillinger's first free throw is good. He now has 3 points, all from the free throw line. And we got a tie game, 3 apiece. Checking into the Oriole lineup, number 2, Cole Anthus, a 5'7" junior. Also number 54, Gage Jones. And Gage is a sophomore. And also number 52, Big Country, Matthew Westhouse, a 6'8" junior. Schillinger gets both free throws, and the Orioles on top, 4-3.
Yeah, and speaking of Gage Jones, I had as a sophomore, it's his birthday today, so I got to give him a little shout out. 16th birthday for Gage Jones.
Happy birthday, Gage Jones. Don't have him on the roster. We'll write him in right here. Gage Jones, number 54, a sophomore.
Yeah, and with Spencer Holmes out tonight with a foot injury as well, as it seems like we got a foot injury problem here in Ludington. That's 3 of us now, but Gage will get a lot of
All right,
time
the
tonight.
Orioles forced a turnover, and there's a three-pointer for Peyton Lacombe.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if that's going to pick up Ludington right here. And here comes our student section as I say that.
And the scoreboard is wrong right off the bat. It should be 7-3, Ludington on top. That was a three-pointer right there.
Yep.
There's a 3 right there for Manistee's number 34. And that was Caden Cott with the 3.
Yeah, Caden Cott, he's in a family of a lot of basketball. His sisters, Natalie and Emily, played here, and he's following suit right there with a 3-point shot.
So the scoreboard says 6-6. We had these same problems at Muskegon Heights. It is 7-6, Ludington on top, as that was a three-pointer to Lacombe hit. And the Lacombe just passed Ludington great Steve Hall now. And there's a steal by the Chippewas. And going in for the basket, number 34. And that was Caden Cott, who has 5 first-half points. Manistee on top, 8-7. There's a bucket. Give it! Sunshine Schillinger, what a beautiful move in the paint. Gets the bucket, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. And that's, like I said, he's going to be upset anytime he doesn't make those. And nice to see that one get down for him.
Schillinger at the free throw line. 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Back into the Manistee lineup, number 23, Jacob Sharp. He's in there now with Connor Rochelle. Vinny Fett is checked into the Manistee lineup as well. Schillinger's free throw up and no good. Rebound to the Chippewas, number 31, Connor Rochelle. They'll go ahead there. Fett with it. Fett loses it. Picked up there by Big Country, Matthew Westhouse. Ludington on top, 9-8. 3:53 to go. Gage Jones with the pass. Schillinger, shot no good. Rebound, Lacombe, no good. Lacombe, rebound, no good. Rebound, Big Country, no good. Rebound, oh my goodness. You talk about work on the board right there. The Orioles getting shot opportunity after opportunity, Jared.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you love to see. Any chance of momentum right there. It's just going in Ludington's favor with all those offensive rebounds and finally get a foul call.
Foul called on Connor Rochelle. 3:41 to go in the opening quarter. 9-8 Ludington lead.
Oh, you got
nice
Payton right there.
pass.
There we go.
Oh, beautiful entry pass there by Sunshine Schillinger to Peyton Lacombe, who gets the basket. That's 5 first half points or first quarter points there for Schillinger or for Lacombe. And now here comes Manistee. The Orioles up 11-8. And now we have a foul called on Matthew Westhouse. Or is that on Gage Jones?
It's going to be on Gage.
Gage
He
Jones.
got his forearm into his back and gave him a little shove there.
Orioles up 11-8. Manistee will now nice block, nice bat away there by Cole Anthus. There's a shot in the lane, up and in there by Vinny Fett.
Once again, here's some 1-3-1 pressure by Manistee.
Lacombe now. He'll go base. Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah! Activate the Peyton Lacombe dunkometer right in front of the Manistee student section.
Yeah.
Right there, sister.
That was nice. He hung on a little bit extra. I almost was wondering if he was going to get technical there, but he let the Chippewas know he was on there.
Ludington now up 13-10 as Lacombe with the monstrous slam right there. And here come the Chippewas. There's a block by Westhouse. Ball goes out of bounds and will remain with the Chippewas. We've got 13-10, folks. The scoreboard says 12-10, but I believe they missed a three-pointer there early in the game. Here's Manistee now with the basketball. Boy, that really quieted the Manistee student section, didn't it?
Yeah, they got quieted down right there, and here we go.
Now there's a foul right there. And it will be called on the Chippewas, number 23, Jacob Sharp.
Yeah, and Manistee's fans aren't liking that one. I can't say I blame them, but here we are in the first quarter with 2.5 minutes, and we're shooting 1-1, Scoop.
Into the lineup for the Orioles, number 11, Levi Lehman, number 23, Dylan Eaton, number 21, Aiden Gilchrist. They join Gage Jones, number 54, and number 42, Peyton Lacombe. And as you said, 17 fouls against the Chippewas. Orioles in the 1-1 rest of this half.
Absolutely, and that should, Ludington's got to know that. They got to look to continue to attack and get to the free throw line.
And Gage Jones with the free throw. 7 points in the first quarter for Peyton Lacombe, and with those 7, he's surpassed 3 Oriole greats already in the all-time scoring list. We'll talk more about that at halftime. Gage Jones, second free throw, no good. Rebound, Lacombe. Lacombe's going to draw the foul, however, as he went up with the head fake right there, gets hacked, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Absolutely, a nice hard pump fake, or shot fake, I should say there. Got him up in the air, and he finished with a hard foul.
Now we have a timeout on the floor. Coach Dan Gusted wants a timeout, and it will be
30-second.
A 30-second timeout. Ludington with the lead, 14-10. 2:36 remaining in this opening quarter. Scoring for the Orioles so far, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Schillinger, and 1 for Gage Jones, and 7 for Peyton Lacombe. And Jared, with those 7 points now, Peyton Lacombe now has 897 career points. He just surpassed Steve Hall in 1975, Class B first-team All-Stater for Ludington, who graduated as well in 75. He's also surpassed Wally Sadasti, a 1957 first-team All-Stater, who had 893 career points, and Linus Stallman, who was tied with Sadasti. Linus Stallman graduated in 1997. He also had 893 points. So Peyton Lacombe right now has moved up into 15th place on the Orioles all-time scoring list with 897 career points. Next on the list, a good friend of mine, a high school baseball and football teammate of mine, Mike Johnston, who graduated in 1985, had 911 career points.
Yeah, and he's climbing up the ranks of a lot of great basketball players there from Ludington, so certainly happy for Peyton to see that.
Yep. Peyton Lacombe gets the first free throw, and the Orioles now have a 5-point lead, 15-10. And they have it right now, and he gets both of them. Peyton Lacombe gets both free throws. He's got 9 first quarter points, and the scoreboard is correct now. It took him a while there, Jared, but the scoreboard is correct. Ludington up by 6, 16-10.
Yep, they got to figure it out. Gage Jones going to pick up a cheap second foul there, or maybe that's only his first. I thought he had 2.
Student section's really getting into it right now, and with the Orioles holding that 6-point lead with 2:30 to go in this opening quarter. Manistee on the attack. Fett with it, and his pass is taken away there by Lacombe. Lacombe now to Aiden Gilchrist. Now to Gage Jones. He'll fake the three. Loses the ball, but it ends up right in his teammate's hands. Aiden Gilchrist. Aiden with what a move by Aiden Gilchrist. He looked like Pistol Pete Maravich there.
Absolutely. He's really impressed me coming on the second half of the season. He's a really great player.
Orioles up 18-10. Nice pass there. And give the basket right there. Scoring that for Manistee. Was that 22?
I think that was 30 maybe. I don't know. I can't remember, Scoop.
Ludington on the attack now. Eaton with it. Eaton, Lacombe, now to Gage Jones. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound fought for. Levi Lehman was in there fighting for it, and they're going to call the foul on...
Looks like it's going to be on Manistee. He originally pointed towards Manistee ball, but he changed his mind.
We're going to give that last Manistee basket to... Who do you think it was, Jared?
I thought it was 30, but it could have been 22. They both look, they're about the same height down there, and they look pretty similar.
We'll give it to 30. Tyler Protasevich.
Right before the game started, their scoreboard went out, so we don't get the numbers up there right now.
Levi Lehman at the free throw line. His fifth free throw is no good. Rebound Lacombe, however, to Gage Jones. Gage Jones now to Eaton. Now to Aiden Gilchrist. Back to Jones. They're trying to get it into Lacombe. He's got it. He had a beautiful baseline jam here earlier for his 16th dunk of the season.
Yeah, both Manistee and Ludington do a good job right here. And finally, Gage gets in there. Oh,
Gage Jones with a beautiful move. Couldn't get the basket to go, but the ball is tracked down and retrieved there by Peyton Lacombe. Lacombe in the paint. Shot partially deflected right there. And here come the Chippewas. Ludington leads 18-12.
Good defensive possession right there by Manistee. Finally got a defensive rebound there, of course, but let's see what they can do on offense.
With the ball for the Chippewas, number 34, Caden Cott. He'll give it up now to Ethan Edmondson. Edmondson back to Cott. He wears number 34. Cott now over to Edmondson. Edmondson loses the ball, and Dylan Eaton has it for the Orioles. Eaton in a hurry. Dylan Eaton, he'll dish it down the corner. Three-point attempt. In and out, no good there by Lacombe. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a jump ball as the officials couldn't make their mind up. Both officials, one said Ludington, one said to Manistee. It went to a jump ball, and possession arrow pointed to the Chippewas.
Yeah, usually they'll talk about that for a second to make up their mind, but they didn't want to waste any time here.
All right, Manistee having a tough time here. They're going to see if they can beat the 10. They just beat the 10-second violation. There's a shot on the way up, no good. And now a rebound, I believe, on Dylan Eaton. Let's see here. Yeah, they're going to call Eaton for an undercut there, Jared.
Yeah, and sometimes when you're boxing out, you get you won't get that benefit of the doubt when the guy jumps up for the rebound. And I don't think he did anything wrong there, but just got on bad luck.
Orioles up 18-12, 17 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And an eventful first quarter.
Yes, absolutely. It's been a really good game so far, especially for a rivalry.
Manistee will. Oh, look at Gage Jones hustling on that one. 16 seconds to go. Opening quarter. Manistee with the basketball. The Orioles with an 18-12 lead. Now a foul will be called on Dylan Eaton.
Yeah, and both teams just got to realize right now the refs are trying to settle this game down a little bit, calling a little bit closer. They just got to back off a bit.
Good point, Jared. 9 team fouls called on Manistee, 4 on the Orioles. One more, and the Orioles will be in the double bonus for the rest of the half.
Absolutely.
All right, Manistee with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. With the ball is Cott. That's Caden Cott. 4 seconds to go. Shot off, no good. Rebound, Levi Lehman. And Lehman's going to be fouled. And with 0.8 of a second left, Levi Lehman gets hacked, and he'll go down to the other end, and he will shoot 2 because right now the Orioles are in the double bonus.
Absolutely. Coach Gustad's not going to be happy about that. Time was just going to run out. We were going to get to the end of the quarter. Instead, I know Levi's struggling, but hopefully he can knock these in and get some momentum for Ludington.
And you're right. I'm looking at Coach Gustad's body language right now, Jared. He is not happy whatsoever.
Yeah, I certainly know. And you can't blame him as a coach. You just got to be more aware of that as a Chippewa.
Lehman's free throw, good. So Lehman gets his first free throw. Again, that's his 6th shot at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's probably relieved here. I bet this one goes in for him after finally getting that one to go.
Levi Lehman's second attempt up and good. Right on there, Jared. And there's a steal. Oh, and Peyton Lacombe at the buzzer almost, with 0.8 of a second, almost got that three-pointer in. Okay, we're at the end of one here from Manistee. Your score, the Ludington Orioles 20, the Manistee Chippewas 12. Back in 60 seconds here on the OSN in collaboration with WMOM.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
In 20, Manistee 12. Peyton Lacombe with his 37th career dunk, a beautiful baseline jam. It was his 16th dunk of the season, and Lacombe paced the Orioles with 9 first quarter points. Sunshine Schillinger with 6 points, 2 for Lehman, 2 for Gilchrist, and 1 for Gage Jones. For Manistee, 2 for Protasevich, 2 for Fett, 5 for Caden Cott, and 3 for Jacob Sharp. Ludington basketball to begin play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it took a little bit for Ludington to settle down, but finally we got it up and going. We got this lead up to 8. I'd expect to see a little bit better out of the defense from Ludington, so we'll see what we got this quarter.
And the Orioles begin the second quarter with Schillinger on the court, along with Chase Hackert, Dylan Eaton, Big Country Matthew Westhouse, and Caleb Smith.
Yeah, Manistee's going to that 2-3 zone that I'm accustomed to seeing out of the Chippewas, so this is more natural Chippewa here.
Schillinger, a little floater in the lane, no good. And now we're going to have a foul on the Orioles, I believe, on Chase Hackert.
Yeah, just got a little unlucky there going for an offensive rebound. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, but I'm not going to blame him.
Hackert, a 6-foot junior. Caleb Smith is a 6'2" senior. And they join Schillinger out there along with Eaton and Big Country Matthew Westhouse, the Orioles 6'8" junior. Here's a shot on the way, in and out, no good there. Taking that shot was Trevor McCullough, and here comes Ludington. Eaton with it now. Now to Smith, over to Schillinger. Back to Schillinger. He's received the pass there from Eaton. Now, nice pass into Big Country. His shot, in and out, no good. Boy, point-blank shot there for Big Country, Matthew Westhouse, and ball just went 3/4 of the way down and spit back out, and Manistee now on the attack.
Yeah, he actually did a good job of being patient underneath there. He's usually in a rush to get that up, but he was patient and just didn't get the luck of the fall there.
6:48 remaining in the second quarter. The Orioles up 20-12. There's a block by Smith. Beautiful block there by Caleb Smith, and here comes Schillinger. What a Euro step. Oh, and he couldn't get it to go there, but there's Big Country Westhouse, no good. Second attempt up, good! Matthew Big Country Westhouse gets the bucket. There's just no Manistee defender out there that can compete with him and his height right there.
Yeah, and they got to realize they got to at least put a body on him and maybe get an over the back call. And once again, here's Ludington getting another cheap foul.
6th team foul on the Orioles.
Yeah, they just got to be smarter, especially, it's one thing if you're inside the paint, but when you're out 3/4 court, you don't want to be getting that.
So Peyton Lacombe getting a breather right now. He played the entire first quarter.
Yeah, definitely a well-deserved break.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll only be for about another 30 seconds more here.
Another block there. Caleb Smith has been very active on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Caleb Smith's never going to score a lot of points, but he's always going to be working his tail off there on the defensive end.
And Jared, I'm sure you are well aware, Caleb Smith, 4th place in the high jump as a junior last year in the state championship meet.
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete. Again, not that star player on the basketball court, but he knows his role and he does it well.
Manistee shot no good. They had about 2-3 good looks right there. Not able to cash in, and now here come the Orioles. Dylan Eaton out of control right there, and They're going to call an offensive foul there. Are you surprised on the call on that one?
Yeah, I mean, Scoop, you said it yourself. He was kind of driving in there out of control. I didn't see the end of it. I just saw a couple guys on the ground there. So I'm not going to say what I thought, but you said it. He was going in out of control, so it's hard to tell.
He was, but he didn't really, if anything, he just very, very lightly brushed against the Manistee Chippewa right there.
And sometimes the ref will just see the end of it and make a judgment call off that.
All right, here come the Chippewas, too far on the pass. And good save right there by Manistee, but he saved it right to Lacombe. That was number 31 for the Chippewas, Connor Rochelle. Now here comes a shot up by, that was Schillinger, and Lacombe just got poked right in the mush right there.
Yeah, and again, that's probably an incidental foul, just going for the ball, but certainly they're going to get called for it. So far, Dave's having a pretty tough night on the offensive end. I'd like to see him, struggling with his shot, try to work around the offense a little bit more and see if he can get meshed in there.
There's nights where Schillinger has that, and all of a sudden, he'll be in a cold spell, and all of a sudden you look up and he's got a very quiet 16 or 18 points.
Yeah, that's what I like about Dave. He's a great scorer, but he's an awesome facilitator as well. And he'll get his other guys involved, and I expect that's what he's going to do here in the final 5.5 minutes.
Peyton Lacombe misses his first free throw. Second shot is up and good. And that's 900. That's the 900th career point for Peyton Lacombe.
Yeah, congratulations to Peyton there again. I'm sure he's going to have a few more here tonight for sure, Scoop.
As he just joined the Ludington 900-point club. All right, now Ludington on top, 23-12. 5:33 to go in this opening half. Cole Anthus. And they're going to call the foul on Anthus right there. Anthus on the court right now with Aiden Gilchrist, Levi Lehman, Peyton Lacombe, and David Sunshine Schillinger.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if Coach Shank's thinking about just pulling them back into that half-court defense too. Just avoid getting them easy free throws here to get back in the game. You never want that, especially in a game like this.
At the free throw line for the Chippewas, number 34, Caden Cott. First free throw is good. Ludington up by 10, 23-13. Second attempt up and no good. Rebound to Lacombe. He'll outlet it now to Cole Anthus. Anthus, nice bounce pass there to Gilchrist. And Aiden just couldn't control it right there. Otherwise, he has an easy two there.
Yeah, he just took his eyes on. He put his eyes on the rim a little bit too soon there. Just like in football, if you take your eyes off the ball before you catch it and start running, it's not going to work out for you.
Gilchrist now over to Lacombe. Back to Aiden Gilchrist. Now to Cole Anthus. Anthus likes that bounce pass. He'll get it to Schillinger. Now to Lacombe. Lacombe, Anthus. Orioles swinging the ball really good. Gilchrist up, no good. Lacombe fighting for the board. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Chippewas.
Yeah, nice job there. I almost was going to see if they were going to call an over the back on Peyton, but he just got on the side enough.
We'd rather have what was called than rather have a foul called on Peyton.
We'll take the jump ball over that all day.
All right, Ludington up by 10, 23-13, 4:54 to go. There's a steal by Lacombe.
Now Lacombe's
now he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, that was just a frustration foul right there by Manistee. Peyton got the steal, and he almost shoved him right out of bounds.
Well, this is great, Jared, because for the rest of the half, the Orioles will shoot two at the free throw line.
Yep, and like I mentioned, when they got one-on-one, they got to realize that, and they got to attack the hoop and try to draw some more fouls. Easiest points you can get here is at the free throw line.
Orioles were up 20-12 at the end of the first quarter. Peyton Lacombe, first free throw up and good. 11 for Peyton Lacombe. If you're just tuning in, he just moments ago scored his 900th career point. And, he just added number 901. And there's 902.
Yeah, and like I said before, with Chippewas only having 8 guys and already being in the double bonus, you got to wonder if that foul trouble is going to come in handy here in the second half.
Orioles now up by 12, 25-13. They'll break the Oriole press right there. And now going to the hoop. Nice basket right there. Give that basket to number 22, Ethan Edmondson. Orioles up 25-15. Schillinger. And now he'll give it to Anthus. To Lacombe at the free throw line. Gilchrist thought he might take the three. Anthus will take the three. Up, no good. Schillinger mistimed his rebound, but he still gets the ball. And now he's going to be hacked big time right there. And he'll go to the free throw line and shoot two.
Yeah, like I said, there's David Schillinger not scoring many, not getting his shots to go, but he's crashing the offensive glass and getting a nice hard foul there.
6 points in the first half for Schillinger, and he's got 4 of them at the free throw line.
Yeah.
First free throw, good.
I'll tell you what, Scoob, that's the easiest way to kind of get your rhythm back in check is get to that free throw line and see a basket fall down, even if it's 1 point. Get a little bit of rhythm back in there.
Orioles lead 26-15. Schillinger's second attempt, up and good. Ludington 27, Manistee 15. Gage Jones will report into the Oriole lineup, and Cole Anthus will take a seat on the bench.
Yep, and Gage is going to have to be smart playing with 2 fouls here in the first half, but I'm sure he's well aware.
Look at this Oriole defense, full court pressure. And there's a steal by Schillinger. Look at that move. Oh, and he couldn't get the reverse layup to go. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Oriole basketball.
Yeah, great job. I don't think Manistee was expecting that full court pressure right there. That was nice by Ludington getting a quick turnover. And we're going to get the ball back here on the baseline.
David Schillinger is so quick.
Yeah, he's probably one of the quickest players I've definitely seen come through Ludington in quite some time.
Schillinger inside. Oh, beautiful. Levi Lehman had great positioning right there. Schillinger saw that, got him the ball, and Lehman gets the basket.
Yeah, and Manistee, that's the second time on the baseline that they just haven't been ready for the ball to get inbounded and 2 easy layups.
Orioles now up 29-15 with 3:56 to go in this second quarter. Now the ball deflected. Manistee will get it right back. With it is Rochelle. And now a shot blocked right there. Good defense by Lacombe and by Gage Jones. Gage Jones will get it ahead now. Lacombe with it. Lacombe in the paint. He'll dish. And now we are going to have a foul called on the Chippewas, number 22. You know, they stopped putting the fouls up on the board at 10. I would say that Manistee's probably been called for close to 17 right now or so in this first half.
We're definitely getting somewhere in there again, and that's just smart play there by Payton, realizing that, taking it into the paint and trying to draw a foul. He had actually kicked it out for an open 3 there that Aiden knocked down, but of course that foul negated that.
Lacombe's first free throw is good. 13 first half points for Peyton Lacombe.
Yeah, certainly a big game here, and they do have a big guy down there, but I don't think that's who's been guarding Peyton, just because Peyton plays on the outside, so that gives him a little bit of a mismatch there.
Second free throw, also good. Ludington now up 31-15.
Yeah, and Ludington has a chance here to really kind of pull away from Manistee and turn this into somewhat of a blowout here, but let's see if Manistee can answer.
All right, the Chippewas, there's a shot, no good. That shot was put up by Ethan Edmondson from the corner. No good block, but Manistee gets it right back, and now a jump ball.
Well, looks like they're going to get him called for a foul. Well, we got a foul over here. We got a jump ball over here. Let's see what they discuss here.
Interesting, because the official near the basket had a better view on that one.
Yep. All right, they're giving him the jump ball. The referee, Joel Knowles, there said, you know what, we'll give him the jump ball, and Manistee's certainly not happy about that.
Much to their chagrin. All right, Ludington up 31-15, 3:15 to go in the opening half. Eaton will split the 2 Manistee defenders. Gage Jones will fake the 3. Gage Jones still with it now. He'll give it to Lacombe. Lacombe! And he'll get the bucket. I thought for a second he might go up for the slam there. And Peyton does get the basket, however, and a nice little pass right there from Gage Jones. Ludington now up 33-15.
Yeah, Gage does a really good job with his pump fakes, shot fakes, and then even pass fakes. Gets his own guys open.
Look at the block there by Big Country.
Absolutely. Ludington's been racking up those blocks tonight with Caleb Smith and now Matthew Westhouse getting in the party.
Matthew Westhouse blocking the shot there of Vinny Fett. Chippewas will get the ball in. There's a shot on the way, in and out. Oh, good. That ball was 3/4 of the way down there.
I'll tell you what, you would think we're in Ludington here with Manistee not getting any rolls right now.
Look at Gage Jones and his dribbling ability there. Eaton with the shot. Good.
That's a beautiful one-dribble pull-up right there by Dylan, and that's his shot right there.
That was Dylan Eaton with the dribble drive, stop and pop, Jared.
Absolutely. Him and Cole Anthus are famous for that one-dribble pull-up right there.
There's a steal by Gilchrist, and he'll never get an easier basket than that one.
Yeah, and he was rewarded there for his good defense and quick hands.
All of a sudden, Ludington has a 37-15 lead. This Oriole defense, there's another steal by Gilchrist. And coming up with it, Gage Jones. Gage Jones will give it to Gilchrist. Now he'll give it to Lacombe, and Lacombe is going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And I'll tell you what, last time that happened, he threw it to Aiden for a negated 3. That time he throws it to Eaton for a negated 3.
Boy, the Orioles' offense has just taken off, and it's been created by their defense in the steals.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of like I alluded to. You said they were struggling offensively, shooting right away. I think they just kind of figured out that depth perception and settled in a little bit more, and now we're taking off.
Ludington was up just by 8 at the end of the first quarter, 20-12. They now lead 37-15. Peyton Lacombe, he is making some hay at the free throw line.
Yeah, absolutely. Both him and Schillinger are attacking hard, and they're getting rewarded for it. And you also got to wonder, with Chippewas only having 8 guys, if they're just starting to get worn out here as we near the end of the first half.
18 first half points for Peyton Lacombe.
Yeah, that's certainly a big first half night for him. We'll see if he can continue to add on to it.
Second free throw, also good. Huge first half for Lacombe. There's a steal by Gage Jones fighting for it. He has got it, ends up with Schillinger. Now Schillinger in the lane. He'll dish it now to Gage Jones. Gage Jones will pull up. No good. Rebound Lacombe. No, rebound to Lehman, who kept it alive. Now we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Gage Jones.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not going to complain too much about that foul call. They were going to get a wide open layup if he doesn't knock him off his course there. They are going to be shooting free throws here, so it might not matter.
And you know what, Jared? You can't close your eyes here. You're going to miss some definite good action that's going on out there on this court.
Yeah, it's been a good Friday night here in Manistee's gym. I've definitely been enjoying this for sure.
Ludington up 39-15. Again, the Orioles led 20-12 at the end of the one. The girls win tonight by the score of 58-16. Ludington girls now on an 8-game winning streak, 11-4 on the year, 6-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Free throw is up and no good there by the Chippewas number 22, Ethan Edmondson. Lacombe with the rebound. Ahead now to Sunshine Schillinger. Schillinger will take the little running floater there, no good. That's probably not one that Coach Shank's going to be too happy about.
No.
You think he'd like to get the offensive set a little bit more, huh, Jared?
Yeah, probably, but it's hard to tell David Schillinger not to take that open floater. But I certainly agree, and I'm sure Coach Shank would agree with both of us.
All right, here's a shot by the Chippewas, no good. Rebound to Gage Jones. Boy, Gage Jones, only a sophomore. He's a dynamic ball player.
Yeah, and certainly both basketball court and football field this year, he's really started to show himself and stepping into some good shoes here.
Caleb Smith right there is checked in the lineup. Lacombe with it now. He'll dish it. Schillinger, three-pointer. Good!
Finally, Schillinger gets one to go for himself. I'm sure he's breathing a sigh of relief there as that one drops.
Sunshine Schillinger tickles the twines. Nothing but net from three-point land. Ludington now up 41-15. 1 minute to go in the opening half. Big second quarter here for the Orioles. Well, they had 20 points in the first quarter. They now have 21 in the second quarter.
Yeah, but certainly these 20 points have felt a lot better than those first quarter points did.
I totally agree with you, Jared. I couldn't concur more. All right, Manistee with the basketball. Edmondson with it. Edmondson will give it now to Fett. Fett, now that reminds me, Vinny Fett. There's a three-pointer right there. And scoring that basket, Caden Cott.
That's his second made three from that exact spot. I'm wondering if that's where he shoots the majority of the time at practice.
Caden Cott, and he's got 6-8. He's got 9 points in the first half. Ludington up 42-18. Schillinger with the ball. Orioles are going to play for the last shot of this half. Caleb Smith with it now. He'll give it to Gage Jones. Now over to Lacombe. Schillinger will take the three. Good!
There we go. We got it to end the half here.
Sunshine Schillinger drains the three just prior to the buzzer, and Ludington will take a 45-18 lead in at the break.
Yeah, he's going to feel really good about those last two shots going in. He probably wasn't feeling too good before that.
You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. We'll be back in 2 minutes here. Stay tuned, O's fans.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Manistee High School. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles on the play-by-play call tonight. I'm joined by Jared Collins doing color commentary. Also, we have Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer, and Kate Shank, who is our OSN camera woman. The Orioles up a big second quarter, Jared, where they outscored Manistee 25-6 after outscoring them 20-12 in the first quarter. They lead 45-18 at the break. Big half for Peyton Lacombe with 18 first half points, including a thunderous baseline dunk. His 37th career dunk, his 16th dunk this season. And again, David Sunshine Schillinger, we talked about it. Seems like he might be in a little bit of a cold. Doesn't happen that often, but he's in a little bit of a slump, it seems like. And then all of a sudden he gets hot, and before you know it, he's rattled off. And he ended the first half with 14 points. 4 points for Levi Lehman, 4 for Aiden Gilchrist, 2 for Dylan Eaton, and 1 for Gage Jones. For Manistee, 2 for Ethan Edmondson, 2 for Tyler Protasevich, 2 for Vinny Fett, 9 for Caden Codd, and 3 for Jacob Sharp. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Your assessment, Jared, of the first half.
Yeah, it was looking a little bit ugly there for the first few minutes, both teams, but it seems like Ludington's really settled in, and Peyton was doing a really nice job attacking and drawing some fouls and getting to the free throw line. And like you had just said, Dave finally got a couple shots to go down. And Levi Lehman's doing a really great job on the offensive board. He's not getting those free throws to fall like he would like, but he's doing a really good job on the boards.
I think Levi, 2 for, I think he's 2 for 7 at the free throw line.
Right around there, yeah. So certainly not up to his par liking, but I'm sure he's doing a great job on the offensive rebounding job, both great job on the defensive end. Both him, Caleb Smith, Matthew Westhouse, all doing great jobs.
What do you got to love about this Ludington team? Everybody on the team knows their roles.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And Coach Shank does a good job expressing that without, everyone knows they're not going to be a star. We certainly have a couple of our high scorers here, but you got to know your role, and on any given night you can go off and score about 8 to 10 points for that third scorer.
Well, we're going to step aside right now and listen to the interview I did with Spencer Holmes, who is our Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight. When we return, folks, more of the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. Ludington up 45-18. Stay tuned. Folks, this is the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight, and that player for tonight's game is Spencer Holmes. Spencer is a sophomore. He wears jersey number 5, and he plays the guard position. Spencer, what does it mean to you being a Ludington Oriole basketball player?
It means a lot playing varsity basketball in Ludington. It always means a lot because basketball here is one of the biggest sports here. It just means a lot to play for them.
Now, you're a Ludington Oriole, and I think I hit on this a little bit last year when I interviewed you when you were a JV player. Your dad, one of Mason County Central's all-time greats. In fact, he was their scoring leader until just surpassed by Jeffrey Carrier not too long back. Mm-hmm. So you and your dad, you have friendly ribbing with each other, being that you're a Ludington Oriole and he was a Mason County Central Spartan?
Yeah, sometimes. We like to get on each other about that. I always tease him about how he played at Scottville.
Okay. What would you say is the strongest or best attribute about the way that you play the game?
I think my best attribute is the way that I can dribble the ball and pass the ball. I think that's probably my best attribute.
Okay. And what do you feel are the team strengths this year, and what are the team goals?
I feel like we got pretty good perimeter shooters, and we can always take it to the basket. And I feel like our goal is to win conference and then go as far as that we can into the tournament play.
Your favorite restaurant in Ludington, and why?
Applebee's. I like going to Applebee's with my friends and just hanging out there.
Everybody loves Applebee's. I tell you, I was just talking with Matt Harvey not too long ago, and he said Ethan Harvey, and Ethan and a number of your teammates all said Applebee's. El Rancho, I think, comes in second place. Yeah. All right. Your favorite sports movie?
Ooh, I'd have to go with Coach Carter or Remember the Hoosiers.
Both really good basketball movies. Hobbies?
I don't know. I like to play video games, go hang out with my friends, or if I'm in the mood, play soccer or basketball.
Okay. Favorite class and teacher at LHS?
Mr. Klug, English.
Plans for fall? Actually, tell the viewers out there and the listeners about your fall season playing soccer at Ludington.
Yeah, we won conference. We went undefeated. I think we scored a lot of goals last season. We only let up like 4 or 5, which was really high in the state list. But we got eliminated first round in districts.
Tough district draw. I know, talking with Coach Anderson, who's my neighbor, about that. And, of course, also our technical engineer, Braden Kronline. He talked a lot about that. You guys have Puffer, Fruitport, and Spring Lake all in your district?
Yeah, it was a really, really tough district.
Okay. Your role model or a person that you admire or look up to? I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'll let you put it in your own words.
Yeah, my mom and dad. They just always tell me how to do my best and show me what to do. And they're just great leaders.
And anyone, Spencer, watching or listening to tonight's broadcast that you want to say hello to?
Probably my grandparents, Grandma Jackie, Grandma Pop, and then Nana and Papa.
All right. Well, thanks, Spencer, and congratulations on being the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in a spotlight for tonight's basketball game. All the best to you and the O's this season. Go get them O's.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Manistee High School. Again, we thank Safe Harbor Credit Union. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. Ludington leading Manistee 45-18 at the half. Boys varsity basketball action. The girls win tonight. The front end of the doubleheader here at Manistee High School. They defeat the Chippewas 58-16. The Orioles paced by Ryan Rohr's 14 points, 12 for Olivia Lynn, 10 for Keelan Laird, 8 for Jenna Skiba making her varsity debut, 5 points each for Abby Banstra and Riley Stone, and 4 points for Carly Mesher. Make sure you tune in or check out the OSN page later this evening. We will have the final scores, the scoring by quarters, and the individual point totals. Ludington girls now 11-4 on the year, 6-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Also, we'd like to send an OSN Bravo Zulu salute to Cole Anthus' sister, Ava Anthus, who recently was the Ludington Daily News College Athlete Spotlight, athlete in the spotlight, I should say. Ava Anthus is on the Central Michigan University gymnastics team and doing very well there. So Bravo Zulu salute and OSN BZ salute to Ava Anthus. You know, with the 18 first half points, Jared, that Peyton Lacombe had, he now has 908 career points. And, you know, us media guys, us media types, that's our job to keep track of this stuff like there. It means, like I said, you and I talked about it earlier. It means a lot more to the individual players as years go by to look back upon.
Yeah,
go ahead, Jared.
All right, certainly he's happy just to be contributing to this team and helping them out here as they win a big rivalry game. But yeah, he'll think more about it at the end of the season and be happy for himself. He's
went past some real good Oriole greats in the last few weeks. Jeff Urka, Josh Holmes, Van Tillotson, Steve Kratz. And tonight he goes past another All-Stater, Steve Hall, a 1975 Class B first-team All-Stater who had 890 career points at Ludington, had a great career at Grand Valley State. He's also surpassed Wally Sadasti, a 1957 Class B All-Stater. Wally Sadasti, 893 career points. And Linus Stallman, who graduated in 1997. Linus also had 893 points. Right now, Peyton Lacombe stands with 908 points. Next on the list, Mike Johnston, good friend of mine, high school baseball, football teammate of mine. Mike Johnston had 911 career points. Mike graduated in 1985. And then next up on the list, current Ludington principal Dan Mesher, who graduated in 1994 and had 918 career points.
Yeah, and I got to imagine it's not an if, it's a when he does pass that. I'm sure Mr. Dan Mesher there is going to give him a little bit of friendly banter there as he passes them, and it'll be a good time at the school that
No
day.
doubt on that. Ludington boys trying to move their record to 8-5 on the season in trying to improve to 7-0 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Right now, 45-18 as we begin play here in the second half.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see the second half because I know both teams are going to continue to fight. The student sections are still going to be in it. It's going to be a 0-0 ball game here as we start the second half.
Okay, here we go. Manistee basketball to begin play. On the court for the Orioles, you have Schillinger, Lehman, Lacombe, Gilchrist, and Eaton. And there's a shot put up off the mark. Nice rebound there. Strong rebound by Peyton Lacombe. And here come the Orioles. That shot was put up by number 34, Caden Cott. And now with the ball, Schillinger. Orioles outscored the Chippewas 20-12 in the first quarter, 25-6 in the second quarter. Aiden Gilchrist with the ball. Ludington's boys freshman team, boys JV, basketball team, and girls JV team all winning last night at Hawley Gym. Lacombe shot up and good, and he's fouled. 20 points now in the ball game for big Peyton Lacombe.
Yeah, certainly couldn't have asked for a better start here as we start the second half. Get a nice quick stop on defense, then come down and get an and one bucket here.
Ludington up 47-18, 7:24 to go in this third quarter. Lacombe at the free throw line. Free throw is up and good. Peyton Lacombe has just tied Mike Johnston on the Orioles all-time scoring list with 911 career points.
Yeah, you got to imagine it's going to be a little bit easier to knock those free throws down without a student section down here.
Yep. Here's a steal. Schillinger with the ball. Schillinger. Oh! Oh, what a pass by Schillinger. He left it there for Lacombe. I think they were thinking he was going to get the dunk, but instead he gets the pretty little lay-in.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there. Dave didn't quite get it high enough to come in for that dunk, but still nice play overall.
Yeah, that was picturesque. That was beautiful. And Lacombe now is all alone, Jared, in 14th place on the Orioles all-time scoring list, 913 career points. Next up, Dan Mesher at 918.
Yeah, that's Dan Mesher is the next target here for Peyton Lacombe. And here we go. Manistee's racking up those fouls again here in the second half. We'll see if we can continue to attack.
Orioles up 50-18 after that beautiful assist by Schillinger to Lacombe on that last basket, and now we're going to have a foul called on the Orioles. I believe it's going to be on the Orioles.
Yeah, I thought they called it on Dylan Eaton there. He did a good job following the shot, but got a little bit too aggressive. I think the refs are just trying to make sure this game stays settled down here, trying to call a little bit closer.
All right, Manistee on the attack. And, a late whistle there, and I think they're going to get Gilchrist.
Yeah, a lot of times when you do that wraparound, little poke out, the refs will certainly call that. Whether or not it's clean, it certainly looks like a foul as you wrap around.
All right, Manistee with the basketball. Ludington leads 50-18, 6:42 to go in this third quarter. Manistee with the ball, and there's a...
Looks like they're going to get Aiden
Gilchrist
foul there.
Aiden and his teammate Lacombe just went over and said, okay. He's showing his senior leadership right there. Aiden not happy with that call.
Yeah, and Gilchrist has learned over the years that he's definitely got to keep his emotions in check, and I've been very impressed with him this year. He's kind of filled out into his own little shape here.
And he's done that both in football and basketball, Jared.
Absolutely. I've been super impressed with him.
All right, Manistee with the basketball. Shot put up there, no good by Connor Rochelle. Rebound up and, no good there by Ben Schloff. And now the Orioles have it. Here comes Sunshine David Schillinger. Schillinger likes a little Euro step there, which I'm seeing more and more over the last, I saw it a little bit last year, really seeing it a lot this year by the Orioles. Schillinger, you can see Lacombe with it. Nice fake there. Oh, what a fake there by Dylan Eaton. Yep. He faked the Manistee defender right out of his tennis shoes, and then he drains the three.
Yeah, that was a really nice job there by Eaton. Patient with a nice pass fake. Got a wide open three.
Orioles up 53-18. A little baseline jumper there by Schloff. No good. Rebound to Schillinger. And he tried to get the ball ahead to Gilchrist. Batted away, but Lehman ends up with it for the Orioles. Lehman now ahead to Lacombe. Lacombe in the lane. And, he comes down hard. Let's hope he's all right.
He looks like he's all right. He's taking a second there, take a deep breath before he gets up.
Anytime you see a player come down hard on their tailbone like that, you have cause for concern.
Yeah, it looks like he might have let down there with the elbow as he's stretching it out there, but he's fine.
Peyton Lacombe at the free throw line. Unofficial have him for 23 points right now. Ludington up 53-18. First free throw, no good. Lacombe, second shot from the charity stripe. Up and no good. Oh, there's an elbow right there. I don't know about that one, Jared. That looked somewhat intentional right there.
They might end up here with the flag.
Look at the officials meeting right now and discussing it. And that, I don't want to use the term dirty right now, but
you certainly don't like when the player who does it just walks away with no kind of regards to how that player's doing. That will certainly seem intentional.
Exactly.
The refs are doing a good job here. We're gonna settle in. Aiden did a good job not retaliating. Looks like he's going to end up being all right.
Believe me, Aiden will chalk that away in his memory bank, though.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Yes.
He's but he's got to play smart here. He knows that.
Officials still talking about it. Both teams go to their respective benches. Ludington up 53-18. And we're going to see what all results from this confab that the officials just had.
Looks like they may have actually just ejected the guy. I'm not sure here, Scoop.
Let's see the reaction of Coach Dan Gustad.
They're certainly not happy about it.
Yeah.
We got at least, it looks like he's going to be ejected from this ball game.
Okay, so number 31 for Manistee, Connor Rochelle, has been ejected from this basketball game for what the officials deemed a intentional elbow to Aiden Gilchrist.
Yeah, and like I said, as soon as that elbow happens, if he tries to help up Aiden or doesn't just walk away like he meant to do it, he's probably not getting ejected from this ball game. But certainly, again, emotions are running high. You're down by 40 points. I'm not going to say I feel for the kid because you never want to see an intentional thing like that, but in a rivalry game, it's going to happen.
And Gilchrist calmly sinks both technical shots. Or those?
Yep, so they're going to get technical, and then we're going to get the ball here because of that ejection. And I'll tell you what I love about these Gilchrist kids is when something like that happens, they're just gonna smile and they're just gonna knock down their free throws and they're gonna continue to play the game.
Aiden Gilchrist is a competitor.
Absolutely.
He's got 6 points. He cans both the free throws, and now it's Ludington basketball. He gets both of the I guess hard foul technical shots right there. And now here we go, Lacombe fighting inside, shot up, no good, but he draws the foul. And they were trying to work the alley-oop dunk right there.
Yeah, that was a nice, they had a little back screen drawn up. The Manistee actually defended it pretty well here. And, we thought the refs were calling it tight before, but certainly after that ejection, they're certainly going to clamp down on fouls here, make sure nothing dirty happens here in a game that's not going to matter.
Lacombe at the free throw line. Free throw is up and no good. So Peyton's missed his last 3 free throws.
Yeah, maybe he got a little bit excited looking for those alley-oop dunks, and he's not focusing on the easy ones here.
Oriole girls winning tonight, big over Manistee. Lacombe's second free throw, good. 24 points for Peyton Lacombe. Ludington up 56-18.
Yeah, and I like seeing this in a rivalry game. We're going to continue this full court pressure no matter the score.
All right there, Fett with it. Now he'll give it over to Protasevich. His shot no good, deflected, out of bounds, and it's going to be Oriole basketball.
And not sure, number 30 there just kind of put his head down, put his shoulder down, tried to bully his way in the paint there. Dylan Eaton wasn't going to allow that, though.
All right, Gage Jones will report into the Oriole lineup along with Cole Anthus and big country Matthew Westhouse. You got Westhouse out there now with Lacombe, Anthus, Gage Jones, and Sunshine Schillinger. Ludington up 56-18. Gage Jones will give it back to Schillinger now. Orioles with their twin towers in there right now. They're both 6'8", Westhouse and Lacombe.
Yeah, I'd like to see them try to get Westhouse involved here and see if we can get him a couple of easy
Three-pointer,
buckets. No
good right there. Ball fought for Lacombe with it. Lacombe just got mauled right there, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, and that's number 30 right there. He was bullying down here, and now he's going to wrap up Peyton there. And he's actually going to get talked to by the ref right here. I thought they might have called intentional.
And now I think he might have just flipped off, or he might have just gave us a little sign language birdie to the Oriole student section because Coach Joe Knowles, the official, is really talking with them.
Yeah, and I bet he walks over here and he's not going to say anything to the coach here, but
interesting.
I know they definitely got their eyes on number 30 now. And again, you don't ever want to see this in a rivalry game, but I guess when you're 1-11 or whatever you said, Scoop, it's going to happen.
Lacombe gets the free throw, and now he has 25 points in the game, equaling his season high. He had 25 twice against. Now he's got a season high, 26 points. And his season high prior to tonight, Jared, was 25. He had 25 in both games against Western Michigan Christian.
Yeah, that seems to be, he's usually battling right around that number no matter how he's doing.
Oh, look at the
game,
steal.
So.
Schillinger with, look at that pass. And there it is. Right there, sister. Right there, sister. Oh, my gosh. Tic-tac-toe. And Peyton Lacombe with his second slam of the night in the student section. They're going absolutely bananas. Wow!
I'll tell you what, Scoop, we just got a sideline warning there. I think that could have warranted a technical, but I don't think Ludington cares right now. That's going to be a highlight play to remember.
Schillinger's had a dunk. Lacombe's had a dunk at both ends, Jared. One right in front of the Manistee student section, and now he gets one at this end. And that all started with the behind-the-back pass from Schillinger. And was that Anthus that set him up with
that was a
Cole Anthus set him up for the slam, and boy, was that a thing of beauty. I can't wait to watch that about 15, 20 times tonight on YouTube.
Yeah, and here comes the Chippewas answering right here with a three of their own, trying to silence Ludington, but it's a little bit too little too late.
Caden Cott was his third three of the ball game, and now Gage Jones has it for the Orioles. Jones... And now he'll be called for, the Orioles will be called for a 3-second violation. Ludington up 59-21, and we have the running clock in effect.
Yes, we did. We got that in effect right before that Cott three-pointer, so that's nice to see this clock run it. It's probably better that clock's running anyway. We can get out of here without any more trouble.
That dunk by Lacombe, his 38th career dunk, might have been the best of all the 38.
Yeah, he's going to probably remember that one. I'm sure he'll have that video saved. Certainly that, again, that Schillinger pass to Anthus, and Anthus with the nice lob slamming it down. That was a beautiful one.
Doesn't come any more aesthetically beautiful than that.
Yeah, and they're about 0 for 4 on those oops here tonight, and they finally got one to go there. I guess Anthus to Lacombe was just a magic number.
It was the pass, Schillinger, the behind-the-back pass to Anthus, and then Anthus's feed pass to Lacombe for the slam dunk. Wow.
Absolutely.
Ludington up 59-21. Manistee with the basketball. Huge game for Peyton Lacombe. I'll have to double check, but I think he's up to 28 points right now. And his team leads 59-21. He's even getting in on the defensive end right there. He batted that ball away.
Yeah, the Ludington's definitely stepped up their defensive pressure. I don't even know the last time Manistee's taken a shot other than that Cott three-pointer.
There's a steal. Jones with it there to Anthus. Anthus will give it to Lacombe. Lacombe into big country. Shot up and in.
There we go. That's what I like to see. You get the big man some touches there. He worked his tail off running up and down that court. He's got to get rewarded.
A nice assist there to Peyton Lacombe.
Absolutely. He doesn't just score, Scoop. He does it all.
Oh, yeah. Blocks, steals, assists, slam dunks.
Absolutely, we love those alley-oops. I'm not all about the slam dunk like you are, Scoop, but I can certainly appreciate a nice alley-oop like we just saw.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty. Ludington now up 61-21. Running clock is in effect, and Sunshine Schillinger will bring the ball up for the Orioles. Westhouse, Gage Jones, three-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Westhouse. Good! Big country, Matthew Westhouse. He's got 6 points in the game.
That's what I love about him, and even if they aren't passing him the ball, he's working his tail off to get that offensive rebound and get a putback.
Orioles up 64-21. I know we won't see much of Peyton Lacombe in this fourth quarter. I'd like to see him get 30. There's a steal and a basket by Cole Anthus.
Yeah, I was just looking at the scoreboard. I was thinking we were already at the fourth quarter with all this excitement, but we still got another quarter to go.
Orioles are running wild right now, Jared.
Yeah, and I believe this clock, there we go, they finally stopped the clock. The clock's still running. I think this scorekeeper wants to keep the clock running too.
Ludington up 66-21. We're going to stay right here and tell you about Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. Benny also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting a car repair business. You can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Shout out to Crown and Cork. They are closed now until the spring, but they had a very successful first year under the new management team of Brian and Linda. And Matson, I should say, Brian and Linda Matson. And congratulations to Brian and Linda on their very successful first year. The former PM Steamers, now Crown and Cork. Can't wait for when they open back up in the spring. My wife and I really love Crown and Cork. And also, you'll want to check out Dueling Pianos when that comes back.
Absolutely here, and we see Coach Shank just took that time out. I'm wondering if he just told his guys, love the energy, but just make sure we're playing smart and probably starting to run a little bit more offense now that we're in a 45-point game here. Get some nice, good shots, work it in the high post.
We want to thank Indian Summer Co-op as well, proud to be a sponsor of the Orioles Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Okay, so 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Ludington leads 66-21. The Orioles were up 20-12 at the end of one, 45-18 at the half. They outscored Manistee 25-6 in that second quarter. Chippewa shot up there, no good by number 34. That's Caden Cott. Rebound up and in, however. And getting the basket for Manistee, number 23, Jacob Sharp. Big Country, no good. Big Country again, no good. Three Orioles fighting for it, and Big Country gets it.
Third time's a charm for my man there. Good work, just sticking with it. Like to see him get in on that first try, but we'll take it on the third.
8 points for Matthew Big Country Westhouse in this ball game. And he was fighting on one occasion there, Jared. He was fighting with two of his teammates for the ball.
Gilchrist really wanted that ball, but Westhouse said, no, sir, I'll take that.
Three-pointer there, no good by Cott. Rebound put up there, no good by number 21, Ben Schloff. And here come the Orioles. Gilchrist up and no good. Gilchrist with the rebound. A lot of contact right there and couldn't get it to go. Now here come the Chippewas and a basket for number 22, Ethan Edmondson.
Yeah, smart job there by Chase Hacker, just letting him go with the easy lay-in. No need to foul him there.
Caleb Smith now, he'll give it back. Gage Jones in the lane. He'll dish it. Aiden Gilchrist for three. No good. Rebound to the Chippewas, number 42, Trevor McCullough. And there's the buzzer. And at the end of three for Manistee, your score, the Ludington Orioles 68, the Manistee Chippewas 25. Back in 60 seconds here on the OSN in collaboration with WMOM.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Manistee. Ludington 68, Manistee 25. The Orioles outscored the Chippewas 23-7 in that third quarter. Ludington led 45-18 at the half. They now lead 68-25. Ludington outscored Manistee 20-12 in the first quarter, 25-6 in the second, 23-7 in the third. Big night for Peyton Lacombe, 28 points to lead the Orioles, 14 for Sunshine Schillinger. There's Cole Anthus with the shot, no good. Rebound, however, for Dylan Eaton, shot no good. On the court right now for Ludington, you've got Eaton, Cole Anthus, Levi Lehman. You also have number 32, and that's Ryan Millspaugh, 5'10" junior. And also out there for the Orioles, Ethan Harvey, who's number 44. Harvey, a 6'2" junior. Eaton, Millspaugh, no good. Millspaugh gets his own rebound. Shot no good, and now a frustration foul there on Ryan Millspaugh as that running clock will be in effect for the rest of this ball game.
Yeah, he did a good job fouling a shot there. Unfortunately, he went up and got rejected there and then got the frustration foul, but still happy for him fouling the shot and trying to get another bucket.
Ludington girls winning tonight by the score of 58-16, 8 wins in a row for the Coach Warren Stowe's team. as they are now 11-4 on the season and 6-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference.
Yeah, we certainly, seems like all our teams, boys, girls, from freshmen all the way up to varsity, have been really clicking these last few weeks.
There's a turnaround in the lane and a nice bank shot in there by the Chippewas and getting that basket. I believe that was number 23, Jacob Sharp.
Yes, it was.
He's got 7 points in the game. Ludington leads 68-27. Levi Lehman, 15-footer, no good. Rebound to the Chippewas.
Nice job there by Cole Anthus playing defensive back, intercepting that ball there.
You know, Jared, I was just figuring out math has never been my forte, but 28 points, and I think we've seen the last of Peyton Lacombe tonight, 28, which is a season high for him. And with the 28 he got tonight, he is now tied with Dan Mesher for 13th place on the Orioles all-time scoring list, both with 918 career points. Dan Mesher graduated in 1994. Yes, folks, it is the same Dan Mesher that is the current principal of Ludington High School.
Yeah, and certainly they're going to get to hold on to that for a little bit longer since Peyton hasn't quite passed. And like you said, he's not going to come back in the game tonight, so he won't get a chance to pass him tonight.
There's a basket by the Chippewas, number 23, Jacob Sharp. Ludington now leads 68-29.
And give credit to this Chippewa team. They're still fighting in the fourth quarter. Not going to win the game, but still running their motion and get some good shots.
Cole Anthus, his shot blocked right there. And now here come the Chippewas. Nice pass right there and getting the bucket. Coach Shank can't be happy with what he's seeing right now, though, Jared.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's in the game. He's not going to be happy. He's actually got some subs coming in right now.
I was going to say.
I'd imagine that's why.
It doesn't matter how big of a lead Ludington has. When play starts getting sloppy, that is one of the things that really, really gets under Coach Shank's skin. And you know that. You played for the man.
Yeah, and he holds everyone from the number 1 player to the number 12 player to the highest standard. If you're in there in the fourth quarter with 30 seconds left, he expects you to be running the offense and playing good defense.
Into the Oriole lineup, number 15, Chase Hackert, a 6-foot junior. So you got Hackert out on the court right now with Anthus, Ryan Millspaw, Caleb Smith, and Ethan Harvey. Ryan Millspaw at the free throw line. His first shot, good.
Coach Shank's going to call a 30-second timeout here to just remind these guys what they got to do out there.
Hey, Jared, while we have the chance here, let's talk a bit about this Ludington High School softball cannon bottle drive. There's 2 ways you can donate, folks. Schedule a pickup. You can call or text Sierra Holmes at 231-794-9936 or Maggie Bates at 231-233-5959 to schedule a pickup at a time that is convenient for you. Or you can drop off your donation at the Peterson Auditorium lobby doors on Saturday, February 19th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Just pull up and we'll come outside to receive your donation. The Ludington High School softball team thanks you for your support. And again, you can email sholmes@lasd.net or call 231-794-9936 for Sierra Holmes or 231-233-5959 for Maggie Bates.
Yeah, I know they have been doing that for a few years. It actually helps them out a lot, and it helps you out as a civilian. You don't have to return your cans. They'll come up and pick them up for you and help you out, and helps out the program.
Ryan Millspaw, second attempt up and good. 2 free throws for Ryan Millspaw. The Orioles lead 70-31. We want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville, family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. All right, Manistee with the basketball. Ball is like a hot potato right now. Hackert has it. Ahead, Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith in. Oh, overlaid it a bit. Cole Anthus there. He'll get the basket.
He did a nice job keeping that ball away from the big fella as he went up with it. Almost like a little sky hook there off the edge.
Yeah, exactly. Ludington now leads 72-31. 3:48 to go. As you were mentioning, Jared, our Varsity Girls won tonight. Our JV girls won last night. Our JV boys won last night. Our freshman boys won last night. And our Varsity Boys well on their way to a big win over Manistee.
Yeah, it's certainly a good couple days to be an Oriole, especially against this rivalry. I mean, everyone in the couple counties know how important this one is to everyone. Again, Manistee's been down in basketball recently, but they certainly have. They've been up at the top before.
Yep. Vinny Fett at the free throw line. And I saw the name Vinny Fett, and of course my wife and I are big Star Wars fans, and we've been watching the series, The Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah.
And it reminds me that we we missed the latest episode, which was on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to watching that with my wife, Michelle, later tonight.
I was going to say, you got a Friday night plan now, Scoop.
Exactly, the Book of Boba Fett. All right, 2 free throws there for Fett, and there's a basket. Caleb Smith gets this basket.
That's good for him. He's been working his tail off tonight on the defensive end. Finally gets a bucket to go for him.
Orioles up 74-33, 2:42 to go in the game. Oh, boy, Cole Anthus went down like a sack of potatoes right there. He gets up, though. He's a tough kid.
He's not the biggest kid out there anyway, so I think he went reaching for the ball and maybe just got a little bit inadvertent clothesline.
Actually, it looked like a legendary defensive back for the St. Louis Cardinals, Detroit Lions, Hall of Famer Dick Night Train Lane. It looked like one of his clotheslines that he received right there. We've got a timeout on the floor. We're going to stay right here. We want to tell you about McGee Insurance Group, your #1 Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. And a shout out as well to Smith & Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor, Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore, carrying business, foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And we want to thank Urca's Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center is your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. All right, here we have 2:21 remaining in the game. Ludington up 74-33. Free throws up and in there by the Chippewas, number 23, Jacob Sharp. Second attempt, also good. Pass goes out of bounds there off of Manistee. Ludington 74, Manistee 35.
One of our students down there took the brunt of that deflected pass into the student section. They're reviving him down there right now, Scoop.
I just noticed that. Yes.
Looks like he's going to be all right though, so we don't need to call the ambulance.
Exactly. Give Manistee some credit. You know, the first quarter here, Jared, Ludington ended with a 20-12 lead, but Manistee was giving the Orioles fits early on, and it just took a little bit for the Orioles to settle in.
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of talked about it in the pregame. It's a rivalry game. The energy's flowing, and they did a great job at the start of the game, but at the end of the day, Ludington wore them down and got some better shots here tonight.
Got to love our Ludington student section starting the I Believe We Will Win chant.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always a nice one to hear.
There's a basket. Give it to the Chippewas, number 23, Jacob Sharp. He's had a nice game for Manistee.
Yeah, and I believe he actually just got brought up as a sophomore, so nice to see out of him.
Millspaw. Oh, that three looked like it was right on. Doesn't go. Harvey with the rebound. Now out to Anthus. Cole Anthus back to Ryan Millspaw. Now to Hackert. Hackert shot. Good!
It's a nice job just jump stopping quick in front of that big man and pulling up just ahead of him.
Chase Hackert. Stop and pop and hits the shot, and Ludington has a 76-37 lead. Anthus. That ball was kicked there by Manistee. It should be Oriole basketball.
I think that might have just been an errant pass there by Cole. It looked like he definitely went for the kick there, but didn't quite get her down.
Looked like a goalie there, like Patrick Waugh.
Absolutely.
Or Martin Brodeur trying to have a kick save.
Couldn't quite get it, but he's going to get rewarded anyway. Missed the net.
Let me go back even farther. Terry Sawchuk or Jacques Plant or Gump Worsley.
Hey, there we go, Scoop. You got them all.
Got to rattle a few off there. Oh, Manistee with the ball, 26 seconds to go. There's a shot up, no good. Rebound, and back up, and good. And give the basket there to Jacob Sharp.
Yeah, really the only bright spots, which I guess you can't be upset about with Manistee, is 2 sophomores here. Or maybe, I think Cott might actually be a freshman. So he is...
Caden Cott and Jacob Sharp, both good-looking ball players for Manistee. Coach Dan Gusted's got something to build with those two players.
He's got a couple kids here in the program. You gotta hopefully rally around them. I was like I said, I was at the freshman JV game. They only got about 6 or 7 guys per team, so hopefully you can recruit and get a couple more out here and see if they'll be more competitive next year.
At the free throw line for the Orioles, number 15, Chase Hackert, 6-foot junior. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Harvey. Harvey now to Smith. Back to Hackert. Hackert now, Millspaw. Millspaw shot up, no good. 3 seconds to go. Shot up, Smith, no good. Smith up again, no good. And there's the buzzer. And your final score from Manistee, the Ludington Orioles, 76. the Manistee Chippewas 39. Back in 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network in conjunction with WMOM. Stay tuned.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville, just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me back in the 1940s. We're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Oriole Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Manistee. Scoop Hansen along with Jared Collins, Braden Kronline, and Kate Shank. The Oriole Sports Network in collaboration with WMOM. It's a doubleheader sweep tonight for the Ludington Orioles against their arch rivals, the Manistee Chippewas. The girls win their game by the score of 58-16, and the boys win 76-39. The Orioles outscored the Chippewas 20-12 in the first quarter, 25-6 in the second quarter, 23-7 in the third quarter. They were outscored 14-8 in that fourth quarter. The running clock pretty much in effect the entire fourth quarter. Ludington led 45-18 at the half. They were up 68-25 at the end of three. They win 76-39. Ludington now 8-5 on the season, a perfect 7-0 in the Lakes 8 Conference. Ludington girls improved to 11-4 on the season, and they are 6-1, and also leading the Lakes 8 Conference in a tie right now with Muskegon Western Michigan Christian. But Jared, you look at this, a big game for the Orioles, pretty much the entire roster, not everybody, but almost the entire roster in on the scoring, but pretty thorough game after Ludington started off a little slow.
Yeah, absolutely, and we kind of alluded to it earlier in the game. I think Manistee came out with a little bit different defense than Ludington was expecting, and that kind of threw them for a shock.
Yeah.
But once they kind of settled down, figured out their offense, and got their full court pressure going, it was really Ludington the entire night.
We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore. Smith & Eddy Insurance, the exclusive post-game sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Scoring tonight for Manistee, 4 points for Ethan Edmondson, 2 for Tyler Protasevich, 4 for Vinny Fett, and 15 for Jacob Sharp, and 14 for Caden Cott, 2 players brought up that didn't play against the Orioles earlier in the season. For the Ludington Orioles, 4 points for Cole Anthus, 14 points for David Sunshine Schillinger, 4 for Levi Lehman, 2 for Chase Hackert, 6 for Aiden Gilchrist, 5 for Dylan Eaton, 2 for Caleb Smith, 2 for Ryan Millspaw, 8 for Matthew Big Country Westhouse, and 28 for the Orioles aircraft carrier, Peyton Lacombe.
Yeah, and certainly that's kind of been the story of Ludington's year right now. They're going to have those 2 scorers in Schillinger and Lacombe, and then it's really just a kind of hodgepodge of scorers there by the rest of the team. And I guess if it's working for them, it's working for them. They've been able to put up pretty good offensive put out so far this year.
Peyton Lacombe getting his 37th and 38th career dunks tonight, one at each end, both of them beautiful dunks, one a baseline jam, and the other one a thing out of a Rembrandt painting.
Yeah, that baseline dunk on the right in front of the Manistee student section was certainly, that kind of got Ludington going overall in the night, but certainly that alley-oop, the Schillinger to Anthus, and that lob to Lacombe was certainly the cap of the night. 17
dunks on the season now for Peyton Lacombe, and again, 38 for his career as a Ludington Oriole. And he also, with his 28 points, he moves into 13th place on the Orioles' all-time scoring list, tied with principal Dan Mesher, both at 918 points.
Yeah, and like I said, that's going to be a little bit of friendly banter. I believe the next game's Tuesday, so they got the weekend to discuss it, and then again Monday and Tuesday before the game there.
Yeah, that game will be at Traverse City West. The girls' game, folks, has been moved from Tuesday to Monday, that'll be at Hawley Gym against Traverse City West. Same times, 5:30 with the JV game. OSN will cover, live stream the JV game, and then we'll be on at right around 7 with the varsity game. Ludington Girls hosting the Traverse City West Titans, and the Ludington Boys will be on the road Tuesday at Traverse City West to take on the Titans. Jared, it's been enjoyable here with you tonight. In fact, you'll get the headset back here in a moment from Coach Thad Shank.
All righty.
All right. Jared Collins doing the color commentary tonight. Coach Thad Shank putting on the headset. A clean sweep, Coach, for the Ludington Orioles. Boys freshman wins, JV boys win, JV girls win, Varsity Girls win, and your boys win 76-39. They started out a little slow tonight. Had an 8-point lead at the end of one, but boy, did they turn it on in the second quarter and the third quarter. Running clock was in effect for most of that fourth quarter. 76-39, Ludington over Manistee.
Yeah, I thought we came out early, and sometimes when you play the way we play, aggressive full court defense, you kind of overdo it and you over gamble in some situations. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of those things. I mean, when you over gamble, you give up some decent shots. I thought we were in a hurry a little bit early on too. We missed a lot of puppies, but we were taking the shot they gave us, maybe not necessarily the one we wanted. I thought in the second quarter we really started to move the ball when we didn't get something in transition. Shared it pretty well and got great looks. So
a lot of emotion out there, as you often get when Ludington and Manistee play.
Well, I mean, it's a fun game for the kids. I mean, they get excited. It was cool to be in the gym tonight just with the fact how loud it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you almost forget how loud and electric gyms can get sometimes, in this new COVID era that we're in. And tonight it was pretty loud, and there was a lot of enthusiasm, and that really added to it. So I think being, Manistee's Winter Carnival and stuff, obviously, brought a number of people in the gym that maybe don't always come in.
2 dunks tonight for your big guy, Peyton Lacombe, one on each end. I thought the one in front of the Manistee student section really lit a spark under your team.
Well, you're the dunk guy. I don't know, man. You tell me.
The second one, though, Coach, you have to admit that was a thing out of a Rembrandt painting.
Yeah, you like that. I know. I mean,
I'm going to watch it.
You have to resuscitate him up here after that, or what?
I made the comment I'm going to go back and probably watch it 20 times on YouTube tonight.
Okay, well.
What a dunk. And it was set up beautiful behind the back pass.
Get to bed at a decent hour so you can be functional for Michelle and get something done tomorrow.
You had to love the pass, though, from your point guard, Schillinger, to Anthus, who set up with a beautiful feed there to Lacombe.
Yeah, that's obviously it is exciting for kids. And, the defense kind of put us in a position to do that. And so, yeah, it's... And
everybody got lots of playing time tonight as well, Coach, and that always makes a coach happy, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, it's hard. I mean, you got kids that are committed and bring it in the gym each and every day, and, they get into a stretch of the season where you're playing close games. They don't get the same opportunities, and their role is just as important as anybody else's role, and you want to get them opportunities to go out and enjoy it and play a little bit. So no, that was good.
I thought you got some really good minutes tonight, good playing time from both Aiden Gilchrist and Dylan Eaton, both with nice games.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I thought Aiden, kept his composure really well tonight. I was so proud of him. I mean, that was a pretty flagrant shot down there, and he just got up and continued to do his thing, and he keeps improving, playing on the top of our defense. His hands are so quick. He's such a great anticipator. He gives people fits up there.
Yeah, Aiden went up there after that elbow, Coach, and he sank both of those free throws. And I even said during the commentary, I said, I told Jared, I stopped just short of calling that dirty, but it looked from our angle up here.
Well, you got to be a little bit empathetic. I mean, we a month and a half ago, we were at Detroit Caz Tech, and we know how that feeling feels. And this game's important to those kids too, but you got to put yourself in other people's shoes sometimes. That doesn't make what happened right, obviously, but, these guys are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and they get frustrated, and so, I was just proud of how he handled it. Yeah.
Coach Dan Gustad brought up a couple of younger players, Caden Cott and Jacob Sharp, and Coach Shank, a couple of good-looking ball players, younger players.
The Cott kid, you can't give much room. I mean, he pumps that shot and takes a second to get off, but he is looks like it's going down most of the time when he's shooting it. And, in our situation where we play aggressive and trap and scramble, we're going to give up some open shots sometimes. And he got some open shots tonight and knocked him down. But, yeah, solid player.
Well, one last thing, Coach Shank, and then we'll let you go here. It's Friday night. Let your weekend begin. But with the 28 points, which is a season high for Peyton Lacombe tonight, he is now tied for 13th place on the Orioles all-time scoring list with LHS principal Dan Mesher.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Well, those are great stats. I just, I got to concentrate on a team.
I know you do.
Know what I'm saying?
That's my job, Coach.
So, yeah, but, we can celebrate him when he gets to 1,000, which
exactly.
he will, but we got team stuff to do right now, so
definitely
that gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
But luckily, Peyton is an incredibly unselfish kid, and that's not what it's about to him. It might be about that to some other people, but it's not about that to him.
And we talked about that with Jared Collins tonight, too. He's the ultimate team player, Peyton Lacombe, no doubt on that. So, Coach, congratulations on your victory. Have a great weekend, and good luck against Traverse City West on Tuesday.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Coach Thad Shank, his team moves to 8-5 on the season, and they are now a perfect 7-0 in the Lakes 8 Conference. We want to remind you folks, make sure you check out the OSN page later this evening, as we will have all of the final scores on there. We'll have the scoring by quarters and the individual scoring on the OSN later this evening. We also hope to have on either tonight or tomorrow. It's going to be produced by Braden Kronline. An interview I did earlier today with LHS boys swimming coach Joseph Schneider. And also I talked with Evan Bennett over there, so that will be up on the OSN shortly as well. If you haven't got the chance yet, check out the OSN page. Look at the interview that Braden produced that I did yesterday with Karen Mazur, the LHS competitive cheer coach. And with that said, for our executive producer, executive director, boys head basketball coach Thad Shank, my color commentary man tonight doing a fantastic job, Jared Collins, our technical engineer, the one and only Braden Kronline, and our OSN camera woman, Kate Shank. This is Todd Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, saying so long from Manistee High School. Once again, your final scores in boys basketball. The Ludington Orioles win by the score of 76-39. And in girls basketball, Ludington 58, Manistee 16. Folks, have yourselves a great weekend, and we'll be back with you on Monday. And that will be from Hawley Gym, Ludington against Traverse City West girls basketball. Until then, have a great weekend. Stay safe and drive safe on the roads. Good night.
This has been a presentation of high school sports on 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network. Join us next time as we have more hard court action with Ludington Orioles and Todd Scoop Hansen. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, PM Builders, House of Flavors Manufacturing, Benedict's Auto Center, Indian Summer Co-op, as well as Lundquist Furniture, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee Insurance, Urca Auto Sales, and Crown & Cork. Once again, the Orioles Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM teaming up all season long to bring you more exciting basketball, just like tonight's game. Join us again on 102.7 MOM FM and the Orioles Sports Network.